Welcome, Internet, to the Play Some Video Games podcast. It's your boy, Dat Ninja Dev, joined as always by Donnie Heat, the Hype Reese, Mr. Delvin Cox, and we are joined by Kyle from Bored with Video Games.
Remember him?
I exist. I'm a real person.
Grace these airwaves. Welcome. It's been a minute.
Excited to be here.
No, you're not.
Very nice.
Check your mic, Delvin.
Yeah, which mic are you using, Delvin? This doesn't sound good.
He's using the AOL mic. Hot microphone.
It's something. Well, he figures that out. Kyle, what have you been up to and made you decide to grace us with your presence tonight?
Well, Donnie reaches out to me from time to time to be like, "Hey, can you podcast?" And almost always I can't. I got something going on. I got work. I got life. I got things going on. But this week, it just randomly, I was like, actually, yeah, I think I can be there. So here I am. I'm not
telling me there's a chance.
You can be honest. I don't.
19 out of 20 tries, it works every time.
That's right. So, yeah, I'm just doing life, just working and family and all that good stuff. But like, I don't know. It's amazing to me how planned my life is, so that like usually if I know like 3 weeks ahead of time, it's fine. But most people don't work that way. So it's like, hey, this week can you do this thing? And usually I'm like, I got obligations already. But no, I'm just excited to be here. We're trying to have Bored with Video Games be back more often. You should hear us again real soon. I finished up my doctorate a little less than a year ago. And now it's just been like getting back to figuring out life without that. And yeah, I think there'll be more time for Bored with Video Games, more time for coming here and saying hi from time to time and things like that. So yeah, it's just just living life.
Dr.
Very
Kyle,
nice.
Dr. Bland.
Yeah.
Doctor everyone.
Yeah, PSV produces doctors.
Apparently.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife is doing her doctorate right now, and that is, oh boy, she is a busy person. So I know what that was like for you, Kyle. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks.
I'm sure it was just a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
time to come back to some normalcy.
That's right. And all this time now to play games. It's great.
Yeah, as everything is crumbling and falling apart.
Right, exactly.
Perfect timing.
Perfect time to be
Great
back.
timing.
Yeah.
Great time to be back.
Yeah. You see how he said it, Donnie?
Hmm?
He said his wife is studying for her doctor. He's like, I know what that's like. No, you don't. You're not studying. She's
me.
doing the work.
Trust me, I know what that's like.
Look at
Because I'm here with her, listening to everything, being a part of everything, helping her in her
son.
classes, helping her with grading. So yeah,
Nah, that's not.
I haven't. You know
Just-
what?
just take
We're
him-
getting a doctorate as far as I'm
Just
concerned.
Honestly,
taking the credit away from the woman.
that is
just like
completely-
a man.
Oh, jeez. That is completely legit, though. Like, I in some ways say I'm super
Don't come
fortunate.
to him,
'Cause-
Kyle.
No, I'm just saying, because I say I'm super fortunate, but like, my partner and I, like, we don't have kids, right? But like, she had to do so much stuff because I was just busy all of the time. So the people that were in my program that had kids, I was like, how the hell are you doing this? Like, I cannot imagine. So I will validate here and say, yes, it is a we thing. Absolutely.
Kyle, this is not that type of show.
We
don't-
know
we
what?
don't
I'm here.
validate
It could be a
anything Dev
totally
does.
new type of show.
We talk shit to each other for 3, maybe 5 hours.
I'm well
then the
aware
show
of how
ends.
this works.
Then the show ends. I get insulted. And around the 4th hour, I fall asleep. Then the show ends.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you getting insulted, Delvin, what's happened in your life this week?
I'm just tired, man. I was doing like heavy labor and shit like that. A crackhead in a Scooby-Doo outfit. I kid you not. A crackhead. It sounds
Which
great.
Scooby-Doo outfit? Like Scooby-Doo? Like who was this person dressed as?
No, a
Like
Scooby-Doo
Scooby-Doo.
onesie.
Okay.
A Scooby-Doo onesie with the little hoodie that says Scooby-Doo tried to sell me some liquor. I'm like, I'm good. Yeah, that happened.
Why liquor? Like,
I don't know. I didn't ask the crackhead why liquor.
so
It wasn't even like
random.
good liquor. It was some fruity liquor. I was emptying out our
Got this
apartment.
Boone's Farms. You want some Boone's?
Yeah, it was some shit like that. Some fruity shit. I'm like, Donnie, your mic's not on.
You're muted. You're muted, Donnie.
Was it like cases of bottles, or was it
No,
like
it's-
one bottle in
it was-
the onesie?
It was like one bottle.
Was it
They were in They were in the onesie. It was a girl.
So it was a
She was in-
leftover bottle of
It
what?
looked like it was full. Looked like she just stole it out of a liquor store
Okay.
and just brought it directly to me. Like, yeah, I got one more bottle. She said, I got one more bottle left. You want this? I'm like,
Got
no.
one more left. Always be selling. Listen to that. Listen
She
to
said
that
it like she
salesmanship.
knows you. Like this is a regular occurrence.
That salesmanship. I got
And
one
I wanted
left.
to, and I had so many questions, but I was throwing shit down a flight of stairs. So like, I'm not asking these questions. I'm not gonna have this conversation for the crackhead because this is gonna lead to something I don't need to lead to. So
Wow.
I just
Gotta take you in the back.
yeah. So
I
I'm
got
like,
these cheeseburgers, man.
yeah, didn't need that. And that's why I left it where it is. Like, nope, I don't need any liquor. Nope, I'm good. She was in the whole Scooby-Doo outfit, had the hoodie on. Like, what the fuck
Maybe
is
she
going
would have
on?
made you a deal though.
No, I'm good. Had the
It could have been $2 bottle of liquor.
no, I didn't want that. Ain't no telling what's in that liquor. I don't
Right.
drink.
I was
That's
saying, I mean,
also
if you're tasting liquors, anything like you're tasting video games, that was probably right up your alley as far as liquor
Mhm.
goes.
No.
Some
Yes.
Mad Dog.
I like my video games crack free. Thank you very much.
Do you? Do you? I don't.
Sometimes depends.
Like Kyle said, some of your choice in video games.
A strong suit of 7. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
You like
Which
the
everybody
Steel
else calls
Reserve
it
of
5?
video games. Get 211.
That's some good stuff.
Is it?
No, not really.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I've been like working, like doing like hard manual labor, emptying out our apartment all week. Then when I'm almost finished with the apartment and I'm emptying out, then they like message me like, hey, can you take off the fucking the shelves on the wall? Like, no, it's not my job.
Why is
Whose
it your
job-
job
whose
to
job is
empty
it?
the apartment?
We have okay, I can tell you why am I emptying out the apartment, because it's the apartment next to my old house. So it's my grandmother's other old apartment that she had a bunch of stuff in too.
Okay.
So originally they had a cleaning crew that was going to supposed to be coming and empty the stuff out, and I was just going to get the pictures and stuff, put them to the side and go take them and put them aside for my mom. But the cleaning crew has been tied up all week, and the situation is they want to move someone into my grandmother's old apartment, which is next door, her other apartment, and it's like a friend of the family. Oh, you're gonna be very disappointed.
Mhm.
But so I started like just emptying stuff out and doing it, getting stuff handled. They're like, "Oh, you're doing amazing." I'm like, "Yeah, I know how to do this type of stuff." They're like, "Oh, can you do more?" I'm like, "No, I have my actual work at the office. I have to do myself. Like, I actually run a business, and since it's next door to my job, it's like, all right, I'm doing the work, and then they call like, hey, somebody here to see you. And I go do that, and I go do other stuff. Like, all right, been working back and forth all day, all week.
So was this cleaning crew scheduled? Because it just seems like they just decided they didn't want to show up for work, so now you got to do it. Just
No,
very
it's one of those
confused.
things where the owner of the company has a brother who works for him,
God, you've already said enough.
and
The owner
the
of the
brother
company has is where
Yeah,
you
we're
just
good.
need to end it. I
and
get
his
it.
brother gets. This is the crazy thing. His brother is the maintenance man for the company, and if you know how a repairman get paid, they get paid per hour. He, of course, does not get paid per hour. So he is like, this
Milk
shit
it
gonna
all
get
out,
done when
man.
it get done.
Mhm.
Because I'm like, y'all don't pay me enough.
Did you put Junior to work?
No, he's in college.
So
He doesn't.
what that mean?
When I'm at work, he's usually at school now.
Okay, and the time that he's not in school, he's at home. Get to
Nah.
work, son.
He's at my house. He's not in this area anymore. He used to just be at my house. That's
How
I
do
call
you get
cab
home?
for him.
How do you get home?
He rides a scooter.
So he can ride his scooter over there and put in some hours.
Oh, his
all
scooter
right?
is not making it there. It's
You better
too
figure
far.
it out. You better figure it out. It's
I
time
would
to work,
call him
son.
an Uber, and that Uber is expensive. Like, fuck that. Nah. I'll do it myself. I'm pretty much done. Now they want me to take off shelves off the wall, like kitchen cabinets and shit. I'm like, oh, I'm not doing that.
Sounds
That's
like
carpenter.
your work. Just
Might
saying.
be. Might be some Delvin Jr. work.
I'm all about putting these kids to work.
Yeah.
Gonna
They gotta
learn
pay
something
some.
with
They
that.
gotta pay some actual cash for that. Like, I'm not your brother, Negro. You have to pay me.
Yeah. Show me the money.
Yeah. Otherwise, everything okay.
That's good. Good to
Yeah.
hear.
Other than all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I already talked about the main stuff I was doing on Shaq, you know, Poker Fest and all that other good stuff.
Poker Fest? What?
Pokemon Fest or whatever it was called.
Uh,
What's a Pokemon card collection fest with my daughter? She bought like a bunch of cards.
Or Soldier Boy performed
Yeah, he performed. He did the U.
at PokeCon.
Yeah,
what
Yeah,
the
that's
hell?
correct,
Yeah.
Kyle.
that is correct.
All
Soldier Boy
right.
performed. And Donnie asked the correct question, which I never realized.
Yeah.
Donnie was like, did he perform the Pokemon song? I'm like, no, he did not perform the Pokemon song.
What a huge missed opportunity.
That does seem like a
Why
missed
w-
opportunity.
Why would he?
He has. It's on his YouTube
See?
channel.
I didn't know that. He did perform the Rick and Morty song, though.
I don't even know what that is.
Delvin said he performed to about 100 people
Yeah, about
at
100.
a Pokemon convention.
To
That
answer
is
your question,
truly
the Rick
sad.
and Morty song, it was a song that was on Rick and
I-
Morty that he made.
Question? That
Well,
wasn't a
you give me
question.
the answer. Sometimes you got to spit the facts, baby.
I was not asking.
Giving you the information that the audience needs. The younger generation probably knows that.
I'm not here for them.
They're here. They're
You
here
already
for us.
know
for some
that.
reason. They're here for us for some reason.
Soldier Boy.
2 of the
Good
7
Lord.
are like in their 20s.
Listen. Children. Just babies.
Riley says he played for more people at his church.
Yeah,
Probably so.
that sounds about right.
And you probably do a better job at it.
Soldier Boy. Lord have mercy.
You.
Nah. Donnie, save us. What have you been up to?
Up to? Like life-wise? Nothing much, man.
Life, games, pick one.
Playing games, yeah, of course.
What do you want to tell us?
Not much.
Recorded a 7-hour podcast with Sean Capri.
I did. Yeah, no,
And
that
I
happened.
watched the whole
How
thing.
long was it?
I don't know.
It was long. I watched
Yeah, it
the
was
whole
like
thing.
it was
too.
like 4 hours, I think, maybe.
Yeah. I was there. I caught it at the beginning and watched it till the end. I fell asleep and woke up and it was still going.
Mhm.
So you was there and you could have been in chat talking shit with me and you chose not to? Terrible.
I was watching on my TV,
And
so I couldn't see the chat. I didn't have the chat up. I just watched it straight up, like a TV show.
Lord have mercy.
We had so many people tagging us to record, and we haven't done Sweet Hangs in a long time anyway.
It was a great episode.
Look,
So
I told you to bring him on tonight.
No,
well, I had Kyle though.
You
I
didn't
wasn't
tell
Yeah,
gonna
you
pass
stuck
up.
with me.
I wasn't
Sorry.
gonna pass up Kyle for that. I was, come on,
Yeah.
man. We haven't seen
Come on.
Kyle in 3 years.
That's
Like, what are you
correct.
talking about?
I'm just saying, you could have told me, hey, we have Kyle. When I said
I
bring
said it
Sean
on Sweet
with
Hangs.
all this Xbox stuff.
Well, I didn't have it then.
you know,
I didn't have
I
Kyle
didn't, I
then.
didn't, I didn't want to have the Xbox conversation yet.
We're still gonna have the Xbox conversation.
I've heard, no, I've heard,
We?
I've
Yeah,
heard enough
we
of this
still are.
conversation.
Yeah, that's still
I've
gonna
heard
happen.
all the takes. I've heard like enough already. I got my fill with Sweet Hangs. Like I want
It's
to
important.
Like, bro, this conversation is something.
Yeah, I was watching part of it and definitely stopped listening. It just
I've-
trailed off.
I've seen every take you can possibly see about this
We
Xbox
went
thing.
Doctor Strange on Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've given us every scenario.
Well, I was really excited that we did that because I haven't seen many people doing that. You know,
Yeah,
not trying
you-
to find every scenario, but
Look,
like
Yours was the most comprehensive.
I see a lot of people that are being like, it means this or it means that, but nobody's really talking about the ramifications of any of those decisions.
Correct.
Like what it would take to actually get there, what that actually means. They're just like, yeah, no, it'd be great if X happened.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, I just wanted to maybe, I don't know, add a dose of reality.
Yeah. And then the Windows Central interview came out and Blessing got in trouble for
What a-
speaking the actual truth.
Did he
What
get in
did
trouble?
Blessing do?
I don't think Blessing gives a shit.
He
I don't know
does.
what you're talking
I
about.
respect.
He basically said Jez did a terrible job with that interview, giving her softball questions instead of asking.
He said the
things
same thing that
matter.
everybody's known about Jez for 5 years.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
my point.
Well,
Tom
all right.
Henderson was like, he needs to
Fantastic.
apologize.
That's
I was like-
ridiculous.
Yes. They said he
absurd.
did apologize.
That's ridiculous.
But and the Blessing wasn't even hard, but he was like,
Who
this
cares?
is
That's-
her first interview and
No, we don't have to defend anybody like with Jez. Jez has been
Oh, no,
that,
oh, no.
that spin mouthpiece. Like I saw a headline earlier today where they wrote a different article based off his interview that I think the headline was like Xbox recommits to exclusives. And then the quote is like, yeah, we want to like make games for Xbox. Like it's not that at all. It's like,
Yeah.
This is what a joke.
Anytime I hear his name, I just get enraged.
It's a joke. It's a joke of an outlet. Like we can say that. That's for real. That's no different than us with our PSVG blog being like, I love Nintendo. Like, it's the same thing. No, like that can't be taken seriously. Come on, man.
Yeah, but we're not a major outlet.
We used to be.
We used to be. Then I
We
got
used
here. That killed that.
Yeah.
Once they saw me here, like, well, these guys aren't big league anymore.
Yeah. But we'll get into it. On my front, man, I'm playing Mario Tennis. I continue to like really love that game. The more I play it, the more I enjoy. It's so good. I always hate throwing Grub under the bus to be my foil, but when it came out, he tweeted his review. He's like, "Yeah, it's fine. It's good. It's okay." But he said something. He was like, "If I want to play Mario Tennis, I'll just play Mario 64 like I have been for 25 years." And I kind of think that's crazy because this is by far, I think, the best tennis game I've played probably since Mario 64. Like, I really dig it.
That is
high
praise.
And it's like growing. It's just growing on me. It's like every passing week that I play it, I'm like, yo, this game's like really good though. And I just think, I don't know. I'm getting better at it, but I'm not good at it. I'm getting waxed online. But like that's the level. But I see people playing it, and like the level of challenge in this game is very high. This is like a big get good game, but it's also really arcadey, and like there's a lot of strategy for those arcade moments. It's not like random, like it is. There is a get good part of it. It's good. It's like it's really engaging. It's fun. I feel a lot of tension, like when I'm playing it. Even the single player stuff. Like I'm playing these towers to just finish the second one. And they're really fun. They throw all these different mixes at you. They have all these different goofy games, handicap matches, like 3-on-1. It reminds me of kind of playing like the old wrestling campaigns, where you'd start and you'd win. And then like, now you're going to be the Royal Rumble. Now you've got to fight 8 people at once, and they would just kind of throw stuff at you. It's kind of like that. And I'm digging it. I'm having a good time. That game is somewhat surprising me.
You know what I appreciate about this? Since I do a podcast with Donnie 2 times a week, I've heard him go from, oh, it's all right, it's cool, it's better than the last one, to, oh, I'm really liking the game. I like seeing the progression of it, like each week, each episode.
I could have quit on it, pretty early.
I think you said you might quit on it pretty early.
Because the adventure mode is garbage. Like the campaign story mode is like an elongated, choreful tutorial. It's so bad. But it's like, just play the other stuff. If you just start playing the other stuff, there's a lot to be had. Like these wonder levels, dude, it's like crack, man. They've got you. I can't even tell you. Like you'll be doing a match, you hit like a wonder flower, all hell will break loose. You'll have, at one point, there was one match where there was just like 20 balls in play. Like they just start flooding the court and you're running back and forth and throwing and come on, 20. Come on.
Hitting people in the face.
Yeah, hitting people in the face. And everything's moving. It's engaging. It's fun. I also beat Neva, the prologue, which is the DLC chapter to one of my favorite games. I would say last year when it came out, maybe the year before. Probably my favorite. Yeah. It was my favorite game of the year that year. And the DLC was lovely. It's very short. I beat it in about an hour. It's only $3, but I loved it. It does everything you want Neva to do, and it closes that loop, and I enjoyed it. It is I wax poetic about that on Shack a bunch, so I'll save everybody from having to hear it twice. But I continue to keep trying to tell people that, and that game is really special. I love Neva in a way that I never loved Gree, and that's no stone thrown at Gree. I just think Neva's a much better video game. I think what they do with platforming and how they mix these different like art concepts into the gameplay, I think is really, there's so many times when I'm playing that game where I'm like, I don't think I've ever thought like this before. I don't think I ever saw something like this before. Like it's like we've seen platformers where like you use foreground objects and background objects and use them together and stuff, but not quite like this though. Like they do it here. It's almost like it just happens, like your focus changes. Like it's been there the whole time, but now suddenly you need to see it. And it's just the art style and how that is woven into the gameplay. I truly think it's masterful. I loved Neva, and like I said, it made me think. It's not even hard. It's not even like challenging. It's not even complex, I think is maybe the best way of saying it. And I think that's like the captivating part or the fascinating part, is that it's so simple. But it's like it's right there in front of you the whole time. I don't know. I could keep going on and on. It just every time I play that game, I feel like the people that made that game are way better at making games than most people. I'm just like, there's just like a, oh shit though, but they're really good at this though. And they make me think differently. And I really like that feeling. And I like the DLC a lot.
Yeah, you've been saying the praises of that game for a while.
It's different. Like it hit me in the way that like Ori hit me. Like it's better than most, like it's different. And it does the, like there's so much story and there's so much atmosphere and tension from a game that has 0 words and doesn't have to like hit you on the head and be like, oh, we're explaining to you what's happening. No, it just does. Like I don't know, man. I hate sometimes when I kind of come up with words or expressions try and say things, I feel obnoxious, but it's like it's art. like it's better than content. Like it's better than you don't consume it. It's like an experience, man. It's better than most. Like the music, the way it all just comes together. And it's just really, really good, tight, solid. And then I play Animal Crossing with my wife. And I've been playing Tomb Raider a lot this week. I was thinking about trying to play Red Dead Redemption before Resident Evil. But I didn't think I had enough time to get that into that.
No, you don't.
So I just started playing Tomb Raider with all of its obnoxious camera shaking and but enjoying. I haven't played the original Tomb Raider in a long time. Not the original, the
remake?
the reboot original, yeah. And so I was playing that on Switch until Resident Evil shows up.
Nice.
Which is getting high praise.
Yes, it is.
The reviews, I'm like, oh, this looks like we might be in for a treat.
Mm-hmm. I'm very excited. I've been waiting to pick up, and I think Resident Evil really spun its wheels there for a long time. Like this, the overarching story and everything is just a mess. But I've been wanting to go back to Raccoon, or not even go back, but just post-bombing Resident Evil. I've been interested in that for forever, since Resident Evil 3. So I think more than anything, I'm just excited about that. The fact that the game just looks really good too is almost like a bonus. So I'm eager to see where they're going to go. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely nuts. I'm sure like everyone that's dead is not. And, we'll go to an underground facility and it'll self-destruct at the end. like that's typically how they all go. So
I'm really interested in how you feel about it, because I know you wasn't high on 8 like I was.
I was not. Yeah, 8. Yeah, 8 story is. I don't know. For a lot of reasons, I fell off at 8, but I loved 7.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And this one is supposed to be like a mix of action and like the Leon section is action. The other ones is like more survival horror. So I'm really interested in your take
a mix between both.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yep. I got that triple pack.
I did too.
I thought about giving 8 another try when I bought it. I was like, maybe I should give it another chance. And then I think I saw a video. Somebody was just like, remember Resident Evil 8? And I started watching. I was like, oh God, never mind. Like I remember why I didn't like this game.
I liked 8 for what it was. I think once you get out of the mansion, it slows down a lot in a way. It becomes more action oriented. Like, this isn't as good as the other stuff.
You start reattaching limbs and the way they try to explain it, like he's dead. I was like, I know.
Yeah.
And I know that's what they do. And I feel like that's even become like the thing that fans love most. It's just how ridiculous and Fast and Furious this all is. I don't. That's like my least favorite thing about Resident Evil. So when I say that to people, I hope that like kind of explains why I wasn't that into 8. I thought 8 was gorgeous. And I loved, I loved a lot of like the combat and kind of the gameplay of 8. I thought was very good. The story really rubbed me raw.
Yeah, it's okay to say that.
There's almost a sense with 8 that like nothing matters at all. Like once you start getting there, then I start questioning. Like, so am I just playing it because it's fun to play? Like I want something out of it. It's like what it's like. There lacks such a believability that it's like, so should I just? I don't know what to believe. Do I believe this is really happening, or am I going to play this for 20 hours to find out it was all a dream, or like something like that? There's just like a cheapness to it, to me, that bothers me.
I get what you're saying. it wasn't a dream, but
Yeah.
it became very cartoonish
Yeah.
in ways that 7 was not.
Yeah. And it's like, I know we're talking about zombies and stuff, but it's like, I think it's similar things to like my comments on Jurassic Park. I tried watching that new one. Deb, do you want to go see? That movie is terrible.
It's awful.
And it's like, I realize that we're talking about dinosaurs and it's crazy at all, but it's like, but I liked it more when it was rooted in some level of believability. Like when they tried to do give me the facade.
It hasn't been rooted in that since the first one.
I hate that.
And it's been downhill since the first one.
It is actively bad. Like I got tickets to see that movie for
Dude,
free. Like
my wife was like, "This is awful." I bought it. I bought the movie. I was like, "I'm gonna give it a try."
I should have told you.
We didn't make it halfway.
No,
my wife was like, "This is awful."
I would advise against that. That movie's horrible.
It's a great cast.
Really bad.
There's no reason for it to be that bad.
It's horrible.
It's real bad. So similar feelings like there. It's like, yeah, I get it. It's crazy, but like, can we just? There's like, I'm with things to a point, and then it goes beyond, and then I'm like, now I'm off the ride. It's just too extra. Everything is always extra,
Yeah.
I feel like that's always been Resident Evil, but
I've never been a fan. No, I know. Like I said, I don't think I fall in the rank and file on this one.
To many levels, but 8 is a lot more cartoony than the other ones. Like it like takes your believability away a lot with certain
and
things.
That's why people like it.
I mean, I never had any believability for any of them, so.
But even more so with this one.
Like, I don't think that's possible for me. It's
Oh,
all.
you'd be surprised.
I don't.
I'm trying to say it without spoiling.
I've seen some. I'm like, all of this. It's all the same book.
It doesn't matter. It's just my weird take on Resident Evil 8.
I get it.
People did not like it when I was explaining it the first time.
I get it, but so. I enjoyed it for what it was, but I can understand what's Donnie's reservations about it. Like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Hmm.
All right, well, hopefully the new one, swings back the other way for you, Donnie.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Seems like it is from everything I saw.
Kyle, have you had any time to play anything now that you're no longer, constantly doing homework?
Yeah, I mean, I don't need to wax poetic about it anymore, but I also finished the prologue for Neva.
Nice.
Like Donnie, like Neva was my game of the year 2024, and probably would be a contender for like one of my 10 favorite games of all time. Like that game is just something else. And yeah, the prologue, just another great reason to be in that world. I think when Donnie was talking about it and like trying to figure out how do you like explain this is, it's not content, like it just like kind of washes over you as you're playing it, and you're kind of like absorbed in this thing. With the music and the art direction, it just is a really incredible thing. Now, the flip side of that, there's gonna be some people who play that game and think it's complete trash and hate everything about it. But if it works for you, I think it really, really works for you. And it's one of those games that works really well for me. So happy to be back in that world. Interested to see what that team does next. It's Nomada Studios, right?
Mm-hmm.
Really interested to see what they do next. But I didn't expect DLC for this game, so just was really excited to jump back in. But yeah, nice tight little hour 10 minutes. Fun to kind of go back in and do that for $3. Totally worth it. I'm also playing Cairn, the mountain climbing game.
Cairn.
Yeah, so I played through that. I was really excited about that game last year.
The climbing game?
Yeah, the climbing game. Yep.
Yeah.
It was supposed to come out like last November, got delayed till January this year. And again, I feel like this is like such a bad way to describe a game as not being for everyone. Like not every game is for everyone, but you have to have some very particular sensibilities, I think, to really enjoy this game. But if it resonates with you, I think it will deeply. You are basically, you are climbing a mountain. That is what you are doing. But it very much is like picking your individual limbs as you climb. And there is a story that's happening that's going on. It's kind of I don't want to say cliche, but this idea of like running away from one's problems, type of a deal. But the systems are deep. When you're successful, it's satisfying. So I usually like play maybe 20 minutes or a half an hour a night. I just kind of like get to the next part, like kind of like, oh, I finished this phase, I've camped, I call it a night. So just kind of slowly working and picking my way through that one. But it's been a good time. Had a lot of fun with it. We'll probably continue to kind of plug away at that. And the only other really thing I'm playing is actually, in honor of, probably talking about some Xbox today, I jumped back into Avowed. I played Avowed a year ago when it came out, got like 5 or 6 hours in, and then I don't remember why, but just stopped playing it and said, hey, you know what? I think it's time to jump back in. I have a little bit of time until Resident Evil comes out. What do I want to be playing right now? And I almost bought Romeo as a Dead Man, but then I was like, you know what? I have Avowed. I'll play Avowed. I actually was going to pick up and play Romeo as a Dead Man just because I wanted Donnie to be proud of me.
I'm really torn on that one. I love Suda, so I'm definitely going to play it one day.
Yeah.
But from the moment I saw it, I can't help but feel like it's like some spin-off Temu No More Heroes, like it looks so similar for it not to be. I'm kind of like, so what are we doing here?
I played the intro. Spoilers, it is Temu No More Heroes. It is.
It's been kind of a thorn in my side since I've seen it. I'm like, so why isn't this just Travis?
I have heard that like the first 30 minutes are about the best 30 minutes of the game. I don't know if that's true. But as a result, I was like, well, I already have Avowed, so let's just play that for a while.
It's funny because I played the first 30 minutes. I'm like, oh, this feels like No More Heroes. Cool.
Yeah. I like I said, I've only heard that it's kind of the beginning is like the most bonkers the games get. But like I said, I haven't played it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm eager to try.
But yeah, so just kind of going back into Avowed, and I can't decide. I know I'm changing as a gamer. And I'm having fun and I'm enjoying what I'm doing with Avowed, but the idea of putting 20, 30, 40 hours into a game these days, like, just is really daunting to me, which is hilarious then because I'll go and play, like, I'll pick up my Steam Deck and play, like, Deep Rock Galactic Survivors, and, I'll do a run or two, and then I look, I'm like, man, I have, like, 80 hours on my clock. Like, it's just this weird, like, I can't put 40 hours into an RPG of, like, progressing a story, but, hey, whole bunch of individual runs on, XYZ, whatever game I can play on my Steam Deck, and 60, 80 hours later, I'm like, oh yeah, it's been a breeze. So yeah, we'll play that for a little bit until we start playing Resident Evil this weekend. But yeah, really, Karen and Neva are the two big things I've been playing.
Nice. I've just been playing Sons of Sparta, having a good time with that.
Oh crap! I played that too. I forgot.
I saw its review scores going down. It's like it's still getting worse.
Yeah.
How's it going down?
It's like from the day we pulled it, I went to go look at Metacritic for Resident Evil today, and I know it's down from that day. I was like, oh shit, it's gone down over the week.
Is it like you're saying if the reviewers come out like and another
like
thing?
It was like, wasn't it like a? It was like a 77 or something, I want to say, and now it's like a 65.
Yeah.
Like it keeps dropping. I was like, goodness.
So they coming back. Like, let me rewrite this review.
Something's happening. I don't know what's happening, but something's happening.
I have no clue. I don't even look at review scores.
I'm gonna try it just for Dev. I can't wait.
I haven't played it yet.
I don't care.
I was playing something else, but yeah.
Yeah, but I'm having a great time with it. Every time I have a moment, I'm like, can I get a few hours in this game? I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It reminds me of
that's good.
Like Axiom Verge. Like that's another one of these Metroidvania type games that I just really enjoy. So it speaks to me on all levels. Right now, I've got a new power, and so I'm going to all the places on the map that I can use that power again to get more stuff and become more powerful and kick more ass. So
is it awesome, Kyle? Is everyone else on the internet wrong?
I don't know that everyone else on the internet is wrong. I think the Axiom Verge call is actually a great comparison.
God damn it, Kyle. No, that's not what we do here.
I know that's not what we do here. But what I will say, though, to slightly disagree, I do think it is more fun than it is good. It is not doing anything new or not. It's not doing anything you haven't played in another Metroidvania game.
Not a single solitary thing.
So if you were like, hey, I'm a completionist, I need to know every Kratos story ever. Awesome. If you like absolutely love Metroidvanias and you want to ensure that you've played like every Metroidvania, great. If you have, but you've definitely played a better Metroidvania if you like Metroidvanias.
How essential is the story of this to the God of War ethos?
I don't think any of the stories are necessarily essential. It's just the story of his childhood.
But how much like are you pulling from it?
Yeah,
is it filling in the gaps? Anything? Yeah, like is it just something, or are you into
cared
it?
About Kratos' childhood? I'm into it. I like the story, but y'all know me. I'm a story person, so I'm playing this game like I'm reading a book. I'm thoroughly enjoying him and his brother's banter. Him explaining to Calliope like why the Agoge was this way. So it's fun to see it. I'm enjoying the story.
Yeah,
very
I
much.
will say the idea of him sitting down to tell a story to Calliope was an interesting premise to set this up as. But I
Mhm.
do wonder, like, and obviously I haven't finished it yet, but like we get to like asshole Kratos, like okay, like we're gonna get to him being a jerk. Like, I just don't
Well,
totally
he's
know.
already
Like
a jerk in this. He's already that because
but he's a little
he's a
less of a jerk. He kind
he's
like
softer because it's his brother. If it
yes,
wasn't his brother, he'd just be straight up normal a hole. Because to all the other Spartans, he's not nice.
yeah, yeah. I suppose,
It's
but
just who he is.
I know. But yeah, it is nice to have him, like I said, having that conversation with Calliope, telling her this story. You don't see that side of him being kind of a quote unquote good dad in the Greek trilogy. So it's nice to at least have a small glimpse into that. Maybe he was okay every once in a while.
Hope everything works out for that guy.
Yeah, let's see. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see what happens.
Kratos is an interesting character. He's either pissed off or just a complete, love person. Like he's interesting because like the whole thing of him becoming so enraged was him ended up killing his family. Like,
Well,
Mhm.
maybe they deserved it.
mm,
You know,
but yeah, I'm enjoying it,
sometimes they
and
wash
I will
dishes or
be
something like that. And take out the garbage.
dead ass whoop. Yeah,
Yeah, gotta take them out.
gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah,
It
I'll
happens.
play it to
Except for
completion.
Atreus somehow.
I was never bothered by Atreus the way everybody else was. I don't.
I love
understand,
Atreus.
but again, I
You
haven't
don't
been
say,
children,
Dev.
So I'm like, yeah,
You don't say.
This is-
Starting to
it's
notice a
typical.
pattern here, maybe.
typical.
Yeah,
Perhaps a habit.
Yeah,
I respect it.
it is what it is, and I don't give a fuck. Well, that's all I got, Danny. Let's get into the news.
All right. So we got two major news stories tonight. The first one being the reason I've asked Kyle to join us. PlayStation has closed its Bluepoint studio. Bluepoint, founded in 2006, has quite a catalog on PlayStation systems, which they acquired the studio in 2021. They did a God of War collection, Eco and Shadow. They helped on the Metal Gear Solid HD collection, one of my favorite collections ever. The Uncharted collection, Gravity Rush, Shadow of the Colossus remake, Demon Souls remake. They supported on Ragnarok, and reportedly either pitched or were looked at to do a live service God of War project that was ultimately canceled. And if I don't know if I have this right, and there's another reason why I've asked Kyle to be here, because I'm not following as much PlayStation news these days, but I think I saw someone said that they did they not ship a PS5 game? Or they didn't ship a game after they were acquired at all?
Yeah, well, yes and no. So because they obviously had Demon Souls,
They shipped Demon Souls as a second party, then they were
and
acquired.
they were acquired. They supported on Ragnarok, but then never released a game after that.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy that for a studio that has such a legacy,
Yep,
to then finally be bought and then not get a game out.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow.
weird.
I didn't have this one on my bingo sheet at all. The
Nobody
studio is
did.
comprised of around 70 employees. All right. So you guys can add in the gaps if I've missed anything here. I can't wait to hear it. But the main reason I really wanted you here, Kyle, because I think the trio of you can all kind of fill this in. This is the first time in many years that I've seen what I would call like the PlayStation voice just like really angry, like livid. I know they haven't been happy with PlayStation's overall strategy for a few years. And I've seen people be like, yeah, like maybe stop doing that so much, give us more of this. But generally, I think PlayStation fans have been, like if you keep making Spider-Mans and Wolverines and stuff like that, they seem to be still pretty happy overall. And then this happened, and now I'm seeing people like fucking fire this guy and fire that guy, and I haven't seen stuff like that in PlayStation land in a long time. I was like, oh, the temperature must have went up a lot. This one seems to have stung.
Yeah, I think it did sting. You have PlayStation who went into their live service phase that obviously has been basically, other than Helldivers, a complete catastrophe for them. Future games, we'll see what happens, but I think most people are considering those DOA before they even release. We'll see what happens. But you have you acquire all these teams. You say you're switching this strategy when it's like, hey, there's this thing we like you to do, and you're saying you're still gonna do this thing of these like large, big single player experiences. Okay, fine, but you're gonna try to do these in conjunction, whatever. Well, you do this multiplayer thing. Everybody wants money. I get it to a degree, but these all fail. They all suck. Nobody likes them. So then you say we're refocusing, right? Like even when they announced their multiplayer Horizon game, they announce it by saying, but don't worry, we're also still making a single player game. But hey, like this one too. That'll be cool if you could like this one too. Then we find out, Bluepoint, who, they had canceled the God of War project, whether or not that was them. Initial rumors came out that they had pitched it when they were supporting Ragnarok. Some people have now walked that back, so who knows? But either way, they were working on this multiplayer Ragnarok, and you acquire this team after they had delivered remaster after remaster that was absolute banger. And then you put them on to do a multiplayer game after supporting Ragnarok. And then you're like, oh, we can't figure out what to have you do, so we're just going to close you, when there is a massive back catalog of things that you could just have them remaster. Like, PlayStation people have been conditioned to buy games again. You put remaster or remake on it, we're going to pay for it again. So just, and not that I want to get laid off, but like even cut the team in half and like remaster Resistance and remaster Infamous and remaster whatever else you want, Jack and Daxter, whatever else you want to do, right? We have shown that we will play money to play games we've already bought once. What are we doing? Like, we have had so few PlayStation games in the PS5 generation. Yeah. And now that all they've been doing, like since they acquired all these studios, they just now have been cutting everyone. And it just seems like Jim Ryan leaves. I still firmly believe that man was asked to leave. I don't think he was retiring on his own. But like, how is Herman Hulse still have a job? Like, I know he didn't make every decision about these acquisitions, but he's still been in charge since 2019.
Yeah.
What?
He's in charge of the studios, right?
Yeah. What is he doing? Like, we have these
trying to make a lot of live service
hits, but man, it just is one of those things that it's a small studio. I think in Texas, it can't be that expensive to run.
You're right.
How
did it? I'm somewhat like, why close them?
Right.
Why not give them the opportunity to go independent? Like, let them, spin back out.
Well, and they're not closing until March. Maybe there's going to be conversations about that, somebody acquiring them. Maybe that's a thing. But man, they canceled the God of War game like slightly over or right around a year ago. So you're telling me in the last year they have not been able to pitch a game that like anyone was like, excited about? I don't know. It just seems like
the whole internet meme is about Bloodborne.
Right. Yeah. Like there's so many things that you could have them do. So many things that seem to make sense to have them do. And PlayStation's just like, nah, no, we're good. We're just going to close them. Really? I don't know. It's just stupid. I think it's kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back, right? Like,
yeah,
the difference with Xbox compared to PlayStation, I know we're going to get to Xbox in a bit, but like, as PlayStation fans, we know PlayStation doesn't give two shits about us. They don't care about us as like fans. They don't try to pretend or make relationships with the players.
They don't talk to Jez.
Yeah, like nobody cares, right? Like nobody.
I
know PlayStation doesn't care about me, but they had for at least through the PS4 generation, like released a ton of bangers, and it was like, okay, you hate me, but you know what? I like your games. Now you hate me, and I don't know if I like your games right now.
Yeah, they were like, hey, we know the PlayStation people buy these games, so when they keep making them because they sell well.
I'm not trying to give anybody
to make Demon Souls.
Huh?
Like, I wonder how long it took them to actually get the Demon Souls remake out, because why would you put them on Ragnarok instead of putting them on some other remake, knowing that that's what their pedigree is? My wondering is it just going to take them too long to put out another game, and that's why we're just cutting our losses?
Were there games? So I have a couple questions because I don't follow PlayStation Studios like this. The first thought I had was, did they have any departures after the acquisition? To like the studio leave? Like, is there some reason why the studio suddenly stopped delivering like they used to?
I read a little bit on this, and from what I was understanding from what I read, don't quote me on this, but they were saying the games they were making weren't profitable, essentially.
That was the next question: are the things they're making not selling?
So that's you got to take that all with a grain of salt because none of that has
Correct.
been founded. It was just some random guy who's like, I talked to 4 Bluepoint employees, and this is
I don't know
the
anything
story
about
I
that.
got.
Yeah.
That's what. So I shared that with Delvin. So I'm like, I don't know if any of this is true, but this could be. This sounds like just business.
Yes.
Rude Days posted it in the PlayStation room. I didn't post it there because I'm like, I don't know. There's no real validity or credibility to this at all to post, so there's no reason for me to post it.
Gotcha.
But if there's any credibility to anything that guy supposedly found out was that they didn't put them on more remakes because they weren't going to be profitable. They pitched the God of War
Dude, an
thing
Infamous remake would absolutely
as like a
be
Hail
profitable.
Mary. Would it though?
Yeah, an Infamous remake would sell like really well for them.
Depends on how long it's going to take to make, how much it's going to cost for that. Is it going to recoup enough? Like
that's the problem. That's what they were saying.
Donnie, I know you love it. I know that I would buy it. Pretty
I think
much
it's sell.
everybody
I think
here
it's going to
would,
sell a lot
but
more
we
copies
are
than a lot of the games they
few of
have
us.
in the pipeline.
Because they have the stupid live service games that PlayStation gamers
That's what I'm
really
saying.
don't want. But is it going to be enough? Because that's the thing. Like we are the few.
I know.
Like what I said to Kyle. Like we're the sustained profit. We're not the growth. And if they're chasing growth,
No, I've
don't
definitely come to grips that I don't think these companies are making games for us anymore.
No.
That's very clear. So like the grounds are shifting beneath their feet, and I think they're keeping like just enough to keep us around. That's for sure. And they're making games for our kids, and their kids. And but what we're realizing is that doesn't appear to be all that sustainable. You can only cut until you can't anymore. Like you can keep cutting to keep, to protect the share price and try and keep, but like you eventually you're going to have to make products. Like you can't just keep cutting people and not making games.
Yeah.
That'll come back to hurt you.
And I think that's the big thing is like, I get it, right? Like the 5 most profitable games of 2025 were also the 5 most profitable games of 2024, right? Like, yeah, people are playing certain types of games, but how is your business? Like, if we get into the idea of like looking at your business, like how did you allow the studio to be the size that it was and to function the way it did? If you then had it developing games that weren't going to like turn a profit, right? Like, I think, when we talk about, if we look at Spider-Man from Insomniac as an example, if you look at how expensive that game is, would I notice the difference of $50 million less when I was playing the game? I don't know if I would, right? Like, would I feel the game is $50 million worse if they spent $50 million less on it? I don't know. And I just wonder for these things, are they a victim of their own success in that they instilled in themselves that the only way that we can like release these games is if they are at a certain caliber or a certain level, and not everything needs to be there.
That's that Sons of Sparta argument.
Yeah.
Right.
Do we really need to be able to count every hair on a person's head in the game?
100%.
I want 1 or 2 of those a year, but I don't need a ton of those a year,
but
right?
see, when we only have 1 or 2 of those a year, then everybody's complaining, why do I have my PlayStation?
100%.
Yes.
There's
I'm
no
looking at
winning in this.
I have no idea.
Winning here.
I have no idea if this list is accurate or not, but I'm looking at a list of best-selling PlayStation 5 games on Wikipedia. If they did an Infamous 1 remaster or an Infamous collection, I firmly believe that would be in the top 20 on this list. And I'm just going to 20 is Demon Souls at 1.8 million copies sold. Like, I think Infamous clears that.
Which is made by Bluepoint.
Yes.
If it's the remaster,
So it's like,
question
if it makes no sense for them to release what would be a game that I would put in the top 20 of the most sold on their platform, then like, boy,
But
like I'm more worried about this
best-selling
industry than I
mean
thought.
Profitable. Does best-selling
Yes.
mean profitable?
That's the problem.
That's the issue. It's not about whether it sells. It's
We're just gonna have a
does it sell
console with no
enough?
games because we can't make any game be profitable.
Honestly,
How
like
about this?
that's
no
what I wonder
remaster,
about.
no remake. How about they just port Infamous to PlayStation 5 and sell that? Like why not that?
I think there's a little bit of kind of like playing around what they consider profitable. Like a game can make a profit, but it's how much of a profit they want to make.
I think it's not enough.
Correct.
Yeah, like they're
That's
shooting
correct.
for higher returns. Yeah, but after how many misses?
Yeah,
I don't
Like at some point, don't you need to hit
they've
a
dug
double?
their own hole.
At some point, don't
Yeah.
you need to hit it? Like, how about let's get on base?
Yeah,
Get on base a
think-
couple times.
I agree.
I don't disagree, but I don't think the business world gives a shit. Oh, you got on base, but that's not the return I was looking for.
I think Demon
I think
Souls got
that's
on
the problem.
base, but they
That
were
is
like,
the
we
problem.
want more than on base. You
No,
need
we
a
talked
home
about
run.
it, like all I. It's very easy to lay like most qualms at corporate feet and like corporate talk, but like the share price is what's driving all of these decisions.
Mhm.
They keep making cuts to cost to protect the share price so the share price doesn't go down. But I think the share price needs to go down. That's what needs to happen. These companies are bigger than they're worth right now.
Mhm.
And there's some sort of right sizing that needs to occur, and it's going to not be good, but it's like I'm at the point where I'm like, can we just go ahead and get there though?
Yeah, it
Like,
needs to implode.
Let's get it over with so
the
we can
bubble
get
needs
back
to burst.
to
It needs to implode. We need
some
to
level of
realize
normalcy.
every game doesn't need to be a 70-hour spectacle. We need to realize we have to push back the scope of certain things.
Yeah.
I think another problem is the long the development cycle is super long for a lot of games, and then you also have the support cycle. You used to be able to release a game and that was it and you moved
call
on.
it a day.
Now you have all of this support and patches and everything else that you have to keep doing for the game instead of being able to cut that off and be like, all right, we're now on to the next.
Yeah.
Games are just in a really,
And heading
really
back to
odd
where we
space.
were in like 2007, where like these consoles had like 5 or 6 studios and you got a game a year. Like here's this studio's game and there's that, and just hope EA sticks around. Like hope 2K's there to give you something. Jesus, that is bleak. Is
And
there
the sad part is there's more video games than ever.
That's true. You're absolutely right.
Well, and I do wonder how much, a place like PlayStation is like, hey, yes, we want to make sure that we're having quote unquote good first party games, but we can also partner with Konami
Yeah.
and do some stuff. We can partner with XYZ, like how much of it has to be our risk.
Partner with a small studio out there, maybe one out there in Texas that
Instead of
does
buying
good work
just
above.
keep partnering. Stop
Yeah.
buying and just partner.
Yeah, it's like they had that partner. And like,
Mhm.
let me ask you: is the vitriol, the response, at least that I saw? I don't know what you guys are seeing, but I've seen some response on Reddit, on Blue Sky, and YouTube. I've seen a lot of videos made about this. Is it because like I heard this from you guys before when Xbox was buying studios and games, and there was like always this sentiment with PlayStation that they cultivate and they foster and they build, and it's a long thing, and then they bring you into the family and all that. And Bluepoint seemed to fit that bill. There's a lot of invested in Bluepoint from PlayStation, not just at the acquisition. Like we're talking about a relationship that spans back over like a decade.
Mhm.
And they have a legacy. They've been making games since for 20 years. I hate seeing something like that, just get shuttered. Like you couldn't, they have no value. Your value is to just close that. This feels very reminiscent of like Tango, but like even more than that, because they're way more successful than Tango ever was. Is that maybe why the temperatures are up?
I'm sure it is. I mean, I haven't seen anything. I'm not on social media, so I'm not seeing it. But the reality is yeah, you've invested so much, but I feel like right now and the where we're at, it's always about what have you done for me lately. I don't care
Yeah.
about your legacy. We purchased you and you've produced nothing since that purchase. I have to cut my losses now because again, like you said, we got to keep the share price up. We have to find where to cut. Y'all don't have a game that you're working on. Nothing's coming out. You're getting the axe.
It's like Codemasters being closed, man. It's like, what?
The legacies don't mean anything. They don't. They mean stuff to us. They
But
don't.
we keep, but we
to
keep.
companies.
Well, at least on the Xbox side, we've gotten a lot of games that like weren't good, and people were like, "We need to make great games." Like we need to, like, yeah. Guess who does that? Like folks like Bluepoint, folks like Codeman. Like they have a track record of doing this. It's so much easier to work with someone like that than to spin up a new studio like the Initiative that never does a damn thing. Like that's much harder. So I hate seeing like this is like usually my thing with most studios. You hate seeing studios with legacy close because there's like a trust there. There's an expectation and they've done it. Like, it's hard to replace that experience. They've shipped games. We're running out of studios that can say we have shipped games before.
Yeah.
You know, like we all know who Jade Raymond is for the wrong reasons. You know, but here's Bluepoint and their dozen games they ship that there's no, you just close it.
Yeah.
I think it also has to go. I think this is I don't want to say the nail in the coffin, but definitely when this whole shift to live service happened, you know, it was like, oh, these are going to be done in conjunction with, like, we're going to still focus on big single player games. But then after that happened, like, yes, you know, we lost Firewalk Studios. Like, obviously they got shut down, but then it's like, after they made that commitment, we lose Japan Studio, who had done like some absolutely loved games.
Yes.
We lose London Studio, who always did quirky stuff.
That's
right?
like the soul of the brand.
Right. You lose London, and then it's like, okay, so yeah, we lost Firewalk, which, okay, but that was part of the, you know, multiplayer push.
Those other ones.
Yeah, but now we come back again, and then you lose Bluepoint, another one who's like, you did such good stuff that are like core to the identity of PlayStation, and now you're just being like set like a sheep to like a lamb to slaughter, like type of a deal, right? It's almost like when Zipper got closed, and it's like they didn't do anything wrong. The PSN messed up, SOCOM died, and then you shut them down because you messed up. Yeah. And I think it kind of feels like that again, of like Bluepoint got shut down not because of anything that they did, but because PlayStation was idiots. And then they're like, wait, we just don't have enough money for you anymore.
Yeah. Also, there was a lot of high expectations for Bluepoint. Like, people wanted, people were talking about like Bluepoint making their own games, and people wanted to see a lot of stuff we made.
Bloodborne 2.
People's don't matter.
Yeah. So, but
those people's expectations don't matter.
Yeah, but I think that hits people a lot more when they have these high expectations, because the conversation every year was the same thing. What's Bluepoint working on? What's Bluepoint working on?
Right.
And then you're like, oh, they're not working on anything. They're gone.
What did Kyle say earlier? PlayStation doesn't give a shit about us. You
they
can
don't.
talk all you want. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But
I still like to hear it.
Yeah, people are not happy with this one. I think this one hits people a lot more, because I do see the conversation about it.
It's heated.
It's heated.
I've seen more PlayStation make a lot of dumb moves, and I've seen a lot of crosstalk, and I've never seen it like to this.
Yeah,
extremity.
Because there were expectations.
Yeah,
especially considering that people want games from PlayStation. This has been a conversation since PlayStation 5 came out. We want games, and another studio we thought would produce games
you want.
Yeah, they're like, all right, no, another studio, we're getting this more of this multiplayer slap that we don't want. And
it's crazy that they went. It's crazy that they went as far in on that bet. Like, you think, like, how about we do, like, you know, 4, and we'll try to have one out one a year. We'll see how that goes. They were like, no, let's just devote
19.
Yeah, all of our studios.
Let's put all our chips into this thing.
Like, there's a very obvious like comment to make. If I was the Jez of PlayStation, I would like to ask somebody at PlayStation, like, you look at the landscape. How many live service games do you think are successful at the same time? I think you all would answer. You all would answer what? 3, 5?
I would say like 2, 3.
Right.
Yeah.
So why did you put 12 of them in development at once? Like, are you going to compete
we had
with yourself?
So much COVID money and everybody was playing games. There was no way that was going to stop.
It's like, if we can't have more than 5 be successful at once, how about, like, let's just try one at a time and see if you can break in, not a dozen. That's doomed to fail.
There was no foresight.
Doesn't work.
Well,
too much investor money that they were trying to pay dividends on, and they should have just been like, no, we're good over here. We're gonna do what we do and not chase this trend that the bottom is going to fall out of, because everybody's just playing Fortnite any fucking way.
Because the shareholders push the board and the board hires the people. There's very few companies left that will just tell the shareholders, yeah, it's not gonna be an incredible year this year. We're not gonna have 100,000% growth on last year. Guess what? Last year was a great year for us. We're gonna try to get another 1% off of that. We'll see, but like, that's not allowed anymore. That's inexcusable.
They all want to be like Trump. They just want to lie their asses off constantly. That's basically what it is.
In a lot of those shareholder rooms, they were like, hey, can we get our own Fortnite?
Oh, 100%.
1,000%.
And that's why this keeps happening. Like, if all we need is one to hit.
But here's the question, though. If you're Media Molecule, who hasn't released a game since 2020.
What the hell? Garrett told me they were still. I thought Sony closed them years ago.
Right?
That's
They haven't.
How are they still here?
They haven't released a game since 2020, and that was Dreams.
Right.
Bend hasn't released a game since 2019. Right? Like how confident are you
Does
feeling
Bend
if
still
you're one of
exist?
those studios? And I think Media Molecule, I could be wrong, but I think it's like twice as big as Bluepoint was. I think it's like 140 or 150 people.
Media
The
Molecule.
CEO of Media
us.
Molecule has a brother of somebody who works at Sony, and their grandfather.
I thought Ben got like picked over, and like some of them went to Naughty Dog.
Yeah, I mean, Ben has had layoffs. And
so does Bend exist? Like,
yeah,
are there-
Ben's still there. It's still
Mhm.
there.
I wonder how many people's there.
12.
I don't know how big.
That's
Ben is.
kind
I
of
don't-
like
I
what
don't
I'm saying
think
is
it's
like
very big.
15 or like
No,
all
I
I've
think
heard
bigger
about
than
for
that.
Ben for years is that like they're moving to these studios and that one in layoffs. I'm like, it doesn't even sound like they're there.
They haven't done
Yeah.
anything since the Days Gone remake or remaster or whatever. PS5.
Did they handle the PC port or did one of their ports?
about
do
I
that?
think Nixus did it. I
Wouldn't
could be
you just
wrong,
let
but
Bluepoint port something to PC?
who
You would
knows?
think so.
Just
But
port
apparently not.
just port one of these games that we have over there. And we'll do that until we figure out your next project.
Yeah, I
Cost
do
too
think
much. Take too
for-
long. Sorry.
that's okay. I do think Media Molecule is probably a little safe for I don't know, because I mean Shabana's there and she's super well known in the game industry, like award winning. I think it would be really tough for them to close Media Molecule if Shaban's still there, but maybe I'm wrong. Because she's like BAFTA fellow and like all this other good
What have you done for me lately?
stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
Did Dreams 6 years ago. Like, what are we talking
And that didn't really do anything for anybody.
No.
So yeah.
I don't want to hear about Bluepoint sales when they made Dreams. The fuck are you on about? That sucks, guys.
Yeah, it does.
Bummer. In better news, Xbox has fired everyone. Xbox has announced changes in leadership. Phil Spencer is out. He's retiring after 38 years at Microsoft. Phil Spencer joined Microsoft in 1988. He's been with Xbox since 2001. This is their 25th anniversary of Xbox, which is I find somewhat hilarious that in their anniversary, this is the news that they've announced.
Congratulations. Happy anniversary.
Yeah, and if for those of you that were like, Sarah Bond's up next, no, she's not. She's out. She's gone. She didn't even get a Windows blog. She's gone, and they have subsequently thrown her directly under the bus.
I hope she slashed somebody's tires.
We have a new CEO of Xbox. CEO of Microsoft Gaming, Asha Sharma. She's been with Xbox for 2 years. She's been with Microsoft for 2 years as their president of Core AI product. When I read into that a little bit, my understanding is that her job was to implement AI into Microsoft's suite of various different products. And of the blogs and tech stuff that I read, apparently she did a really good job of that. Like a lot of Copilot stuff, a lot of GitHub stuff, but stuff that actually gained traction and people used.
She's good at making product profitable.
Yes.
That is her entire resume.
Yeah, she worked at Instacart and other stuff. Doesn't matter. Her first tweet to the nation was, "Today I begin my role as CEO of Xbox. Here are my 3 commitment: great games, the return of Xbox, and the future of play." Satya Nadella emphasizes her track record in scaling global consumer ecosystems as the reason they pegged her. As Delvin already alluded to, I recorded a giant long podcast of going down a million different rabbit holes with Sean Capri as to what we think this means. So I'm not going to take a whole lot of time to say that, but I will say this. There's a lot of conjecture and people are parsing over all these different interviews and all these different statements on the return of Xbox One, because that's the one that seems to be driving conversation in both directions. There's a lot of written, probably Jez, as you guys alluded to, something with Blessing, probably that article, where words are being used to basically support this notion that Xbox is going backwards. They're going to go back to the traditional console model. They're going to go back to exclusives. They're going to bring Xbox back, make Xbox great again. all of that stuff that's being written is based off of basically that tweet, or the one time they were like, we're going to focus on console. But in those same interviews, they've said things like this, and I quote, "We need to meet players where they are. Gaming is bigger than any device. The plan is the plan until it's not the plan. We will also look at players who aren't on consoles or hardware, and we want to deliver great games to them too." So there's like a lot of direction that like it's going back, and it's like they're literally telling you that it's not.
When did they say
over
that?
and over and over? But
Yeah.
but that's not getting any of that traction.
I don't understand people's possible reading comprehension. Nothing they have said says anything about we're bringing exclusives back. Everything they've said says the opposite.
So in all of my gestation and thoughts, I basically come to a couple outlines that I think make up my opinion, because I personally don't think this is very good news for Xbox. If you're one of the folks that want to believe Xbox is returning to a traditional model, I would love to see it. I'm not like rooting against that. I would love to see it. But if you're going to go that route, I think there's obvious qualms with that plan that I don't understand how Xbox will address without just lighting billions of dollars on fire. Like, that option is there. And like, if Xbox wants to do that, like, they can afford it. So that might be the route they're going. That'd be awesome. But a couple things. I wrote down just 3 things, and then I'll turn it over. First of all, that wasn't working to begin with. So like they were doing that for a decade, and it didn't go anywhere, and that's why they've shifted course. So I understand that may not be working as well as they hoped, but it wasn't like that was working before. So there is a lot more to things than, oh, if they just ship a box and it's exclusives, they'll be back again. No, they've got to do that well. They have to ship good exclusives for many years to try and win back anybody, right, that's already left. That's real expensive and hard to do on Xbox's case, as we've seen. When's the last time they shipped a game like that?
They haven't.
Okay. The user acquisition price to return, I'm not even going to say to like in the mix, to get back to like a good third place in the, like, within distance, to get back in the same stratosphere as the others, the price of that would be enormous. Just because you don't just make a console that has exclusives and now you're rivals with PlayStation. You have to be better than PlayStation to get PlayStation folks back, right? You have to be better than that. You have to be better or cheaper. Likely, maybe both, and even both may not get anybody back. So like, just changing the strategy is no guarantee for success. I think that's maybe the most important thing to remember. But you're trying to do that at a moment where PlayStation has 100 million install base. Nintendo's basically working off of the same, and hardware prices are going through the roof. So your plan to turn everything around is to go make another expensive box and then ship games that could reach more players to the fewest amount possible. Like, you're gonna hurt your own games. You're gonna hurt your own studios. You know, Xbox has a lot of brands that are, quite frankly, they're bigger than Xbox, and their success is more important than Xbox. The sheer length of time it would take for that turnaround, that's not something you're going to do in a console launch in a couple years. That's a decade or more. Like, I don't know if you guys agree with this or not. I may be a little hyperbolic with this, but I said it to Sean. I do believe it. If I was sitting in a room right now with Satya Nadella and he was like, I want to bring Xbox back, I'd be like, what does that mean? He'd be like, I want to be a leader in the console market. I think you have to look at that situation right now as you were launching a brand new console for the first time. Like, I think Xbox is in such a place that they can't count on any any number that they think is firmly there for them. Like, in my opinion, right now they're starting from zero. Like, they may have 10 or 20 million diehard fans that are with them. I actually don't think it's that many, based on the sales of Allies and other things. I don't think that's there. So at a hardware root level. So like, I'm basically looking at this, the gap that you need to close is that big. You're starting from zero, and PlayStation's where they are. if that's the plan, that's a really expensive plan. Like I said, it's a decades long, lots of games, lots of you have to prove it, and you've got to be willing to eat that up front because people aren't going to believe you to start. And I just think for all of those reasons, like that seems not even possible in my opinion. Like again, unless they're just like, yeah, let's spend $1 trillion. I don't get it. And I say all of that before we even talk about consumer habits, like the problem with Game Pass, like how does Xbox get people to actually buy games? That's before we even talk about those challenges. I'm talking about just trying to get console gamers back to them. I think it's like the mountain, in my opinion, looks gigantic. I don't even understand how you even start that process with where they are. So for those reasons, without anything to do with AI and all the other stuff that people are talking about, like for those just business reasons on trying to break into the console market, because this is like Xbox when they broke in the first time. They have to penetrate, right? Like it has to be that strong to get people back. They talk about in the documentary how expensive Xbox was, how much they ate with the red ring of death, how much they ate to get software deals to be attractive just to get to the table. Dude, they're no longer at the table anymore. And for those reasons alone, I don't see how this news is good. What do you guys think?
I don't even think it's about getting them back. Like you said, you're starting from scratch. You have to market to people who aren't Xbox people. You're going to have to start a whole new conglomerate. And the sad part is these people don't buy consoles. They are playing on iPads and phones and everything else. So how do you market to a generation of kids who don't want consoles when you've already lost your bread and butter, your base? They're gone. They're gone. And how do you put the genie back in the bottle of Fable is going to be on PlayStation? What's the next big game? How long is that going to take to come
Elder
out
Scrolls
to be an exclusive?
And would you shoot Elder Scrolls in the
really
foot to make it exclusive?
Yeah, dude, Pete Hines will.
Probably Pete Hines is
gone.
gone. Like Pete Hines he left,
Oh.
but Todd Howard's still there.
Todd Howard.
Yeah. We talked about that too. There was some of that. Like, if that is the plan, are you going to pull those games back? They're already announced. They already have storefronts. They probably already have pre-orders. Why would you do those games and then go exclusive? That seems even more bizarre. Like, if you're going to go exclusive, you need to pull Halo back immediately. But that's not going to happen. Like, I really don't think any of this is happening. I want to say at a root level, like literally at the foundation, we have giant productivity corporate office chasing AI, takes AI person and puts it over company. That's what just happened. And, she said, I don't want any AI slop in our games and stuff. And people are like, yeah, no AI. Just Google her name. You will see no less than like 10,000 results of her pushing AI. She says that every app will have AI in the future. She probably is right. She's there for a reason. And I don't think it's to go, like, I don't think it's to reverse course. I think it's to chart a new course. And that can include a console. But their multi-platform approach will never allow a console to go back to the glory days. They have to change the model to do that. And the case I'm trying to make is I'm trying to show you how expensive that would actually be.
Yeah.
They can afford it.
This is not changing direction. This is doing what they were already doing in the first day.
I think it's to put a new spin on it.
Yeah.
It's to change execution.
They have to define what the hell return of Xbox means. What does that mean?
She said it was a return to the renegade spirit of before. That's what she said. They followed up on that, and that's how she explained it.
They're already doing that. They're going in complete opposite direction.
The renegade spirit that existed at Xbox was just shown the door. He's the last one still there. He was there at the beginning.
Delvin, what do you have to say? Because you're muted and looking at other things. Wake up.
No, I'm right here. I'm listening down here. I have a lot to say, but I don't want to get
say it.
It's just
say it with your chest.
No, the whole conversation behind it is kind of gross. It's kind of gross because it's been so much takes about it. Like one side is saying, "Oh, like I forgot who said it before."
Console wars are good for business.
That that Xbox is basically sunsetting. I saw that.
Seamus
said that, and then I saw the whole conversation. Well, what's the lady's name? I don't want to get her name wrong.
Asha Sharma.
I saw the whole conversation over the internet about people questioning her gaming skills and her Xbox knowledge, and I thought that was gross. Like
her profile seems to be set up in a way to make you look like a gamer.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, what's your favorite Xbox game?" And the top 3 are like, "Oh, you don't have to do that."
Actually, she asked for the top 3s. She started that.
The funniest thing I saw was her saying, "I have to figure out what this even is." I'm like, well, if Phil was supposedly leaving for a year, you haven't had a year to figure out what the hell you're in charge of?
Yes,
like,
and
what?
then
How does that make any sense?
The whole conversation about a lot of stuff just doesn't add up. And then, as I was showing Dev, me and Dev talking about offline, the whole throwing Sarah Bond under the bus thing is just terrible. It's gross.
They came out with an article. The Verge came out with an article the next day that basically said Phil said he wanted to retire a year ago, and everything is an Xbox. All that stuff that they've done that everyone hated, and they said that the fans hated it. They said the employees hate it. They said there's people at Xbox that were offended by this campaign. They laid all of that at the feet of Sarah Bond, and they said that's why she's out. She left. She, like I said, she didn't get a statement, and Satya and Asha, they never even recognized her at all. Phil Spencer's the only one to say her name, and he literally said it in like a sentence. So they're laying everything at her feet. Now, if you're an Xbox fan, like one of the cores that want to see them go backwards, you can spin that your way. You can say, hey, this was her plan. Nobody wanted it, but they did it, and now we're changing. Nothing has happened at Xbox without like 70 people signing off of it. That is not how Microsoft works. It's extremely hierarchical. They've all signed off on it. Tim Stewart, Amy Hood, Satya, Phil, Boot, like it's a whole thing. It's a group effort.
And I know you're not on the internet as much when it comes to this type of stuff, Donnie, but did you see the conversation behind that part?
Mm-mm.
Because people were saying that, they were saying that this stuff was being talked about before Sarah Bond even got there.
Took over as president.
It was a motion before that.
Yeah, so they're like, how is this her fault if this was in motion and you were talking about it before she was even there?
Yeah.
So it's like it's pretty much clear that she was made the scapegoat.
I think Asha might do a good job, and maybe they're, like I said, they can just they can afford it. That's a possibility here. They can just be like, we fucked up and let's build it back. But the way Microsoft has operated, Microsoft, not Xbox, but Microsoft as a whole, talk about somebody that's been protective of their share price. They're one of the biggest ever. They're not going to, like, I know that's not going to happen. They're not going to do that. They're not going to spin their way out of this. Steve Ballmer would. And when he did, Xbox was awesome. But they're not going to do that. I don't think.
Kyle, thoughts?
People at Xbox should just stop talking. Really is what should happen.
Like,
they just need to stop talking, because everything that was said in the interview with Jez, as soon as they do an inkling of something that's not aligned 100% with something on there, people are going to call them on it. And here, like, I truly believe, like, the plan is the plan. The plan's the plan until it's not the plan. Like, that's probably like the brightest thing that they said, because they could be like, well, the plan changed.
Yep.
And it's going to. It probably is going to. And I really don't care about, like, Asha Sharma's background necessarily, in the sense I don't care that she's not a gamer. Like, none of that matters to me.
Same.
Right? PlayStation was doing really well for a long time, being successful as far as making a lot of money, when they had people who were clearly not gamers in charge of what was going on.
Yep.
Though they also still made some boneheaded decisions.
Yeah.
But it's very clear that Satya picked her for a reason. Mm-hmm. So if you want to know what is going to happen, just think about, what does Satya want? Money. He wants Xbox to return on investment, because they're sinking so much money into AI, separate from Xbox.
Yep.
They're investing so much money in AI. They need that. The fact that we're down 10% last quarter, that can't happen. So whatever she needs to do to make money, Satya believes she knows what she needs to do it, and that is what's going to happen. It does not matter. It does not matter that if they want to recommit to the Xbox players, the only reason they're going to do that is if they think that they can make money doing it. They don't give a crap otherwise.
I think Xbox fans are hoping. So in my conversation with Sean, what I clearly understood was, and I think there's something to Sean's side. Sean is saying what they're doing now isn't working. So yeah, I want to make them make more money, and I'm thinking they're going to make more money by going back to the traditional model that used to work,
where they sold consoles in the United States and Canada.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
They didn't sell anywhere else.
And their console, I feel bad because I legitimately think the consoles that they made are pretty great. I think both of them, like, they kind of nailed it. Like in a today's market, like they kind of have like a low end and a high end, and like their footprint and everything. I think they're pretty good, but the consoles are actually held back by the platform. They're getting the worst versions of games. They're getting the least optimized version because they have no install base. And that was like then. That was like the coming off they had momentum coming into this gen right up until Halo Infinite was delayed. But like they couldn't sell then. I just find it hard to believe that the plan is to reverse. Let's go back to that. That's why they changed in the first place. That wasn't working.
And maybe what it becomes is we are going to meet the needs of the hardcore Xbox player. We're going to make the best console that exists on the market today. It only runs you $1,200. But it is like the best console that,
because they sold so many allies.
But even if you do that, they're still gonna get the worst version of the games because
that's what I'm
still
saying.
No install base.
Like you're gonna have like games like Call of Duty threatening to not ship on their platform unless you get a better cut because they don't have install base. It's so hard to get install base when you lose it. Right, that's why you have to make decisions based off of keeping that going. Like Xbox shot themselves in the foot. They tried. I think Phil really tried. They bet the house on Game Pass. I thought it was a great bet. It didn't work.
But I do wonder if maybe we are right on the precipice of I hate to admit it, of D-Life being right, in the sense of like I cannot imagine, at least in the near future, hardware prices are not going to come down. They are only going to get more expensive. And Xbox has been investing in streaming, like all of these things. Like maybe when it comes time for the quote unquote new generation, and Xbox like, hey, best gaming ever, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you can buy, $1,000 console, or you can buy this controller for $65, $75, $85. And it just works.
Like Netflix. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. We've always talked about that. That was the Stadia promise. Like that's always been there. And now we have the market conditions to support it.
Right.
The only problem with that, and of course everyone has a price, there will be a price, but the only problem with that is that the market that spends money on video games, that market doesn't want it like globally.
Yeah.
Like at a saturation level, the entire market does not want that. So like I'm like, there's got to be a price where they give up on that. But
if you think,
how do you sell something that people don't want to them? It's like
we're the few, and then D-Life and his little mobile people are a subset of that. So
right, and it's not about devices. You can't just count devices. You got to think about people buying games, investing into the service. Like that's the thing that group doesn't have yet. That's not built yet. It's not a mature market yet. It can be, and that's kind of what I meant with chart a new course. I think she's here to do something like that. And like I said, I agree with you, Kyle. I think it's going to be exactly what we've seen. It's going to be everything. They're going to have a PC thing. They're going to try to make that a console thing. They're still going to do the cloud thing. I think it's her job to come and sell it differently.
Yeah.
She's going to come put it in new wrapping, new things and new stuff. And she's going to try and do something else. Like I'm trying to think outside the box. I'm trying to think, do they partner with Netflix? I'm trying to how do you find yourself into new places you weren't before? I'm definitely not thinking we're going to make a 360 with exclusive. That's so I'm on the opposite side of the prism. I'm trying to think I think we're going to get an ad tier. I think we're going to get a free tier. I think they're going to try to maybe partner with other service, maybe license out and sell to other services. I'm trying to think, how do you do that? Because that seems to be her background. She builds install bases.
Every Samsung television you buy comes with a controller and 1 year of Game Pass, and everything just on the TV.
What if they make a console centered around streaming? Like, what if they make, a little TV box or a little device? Maybe that device can do some gaming, but then it's cloud gaming. Maybe it's an Android thing. Like, there's a lot of arm play here. Like there's things that can be done. I'm actually trying to think like maybe they find a use case for AI that either improves their pipeline or improves the user experience. Like I do think her AI background, I think she's here to try and attach Xbox to something AI. Even if it's not the actual console. You know, like maybe it's development tools, maybe it's I don't know, marketing, maybe it's something else. But that's where my head is. I'm thinking we might see something we can't even think of here in 2 or 3 years.
Xbox is cooked. Just go the route you're going. Put your shit everywhere. Be the largest third-party publisher on the planet because that's what you are. And that's the return of Xbox. Xbox returns and morphs into Microsoft gaming.
Do you ever like often tell yourself that, you know, the simplest solution is usually like the way it's going to be?
Always. I always tell myself that.
Is it the simplest solution here for them to just be third party?
Yes.
There seems to be such a resistance from them and their base for them to consider that. But it's like, here's the deal. You go third party, you quit trying to live up to this expectation of what a hardware provider does. Suddenly, you become everybody's favorite. Your Nintendo people's favorite, your PlayStation people's favorite. Yeah, your Xbox people, guess what? They're PC people. Now you're their favorite too. And you just start going in that direction. I feel like that is clearly the simplest solution here, but nobody seems to want to accept that as possible.
It's because that has to admit defeat, and they don't want to admit defeat.
I think the simplest solution is the Xbox brand gets absorbed into the Windows stack, and Xbox Games Publishing, it becomes third party. And yeah, just try to ship your games and sell your brands. The sad part is
they're already doing that.
All of these scenarios, literally, I think all of them, hardware and exclusives, super cloud, something else, everything, I think they all come with studio closures. They can't support all of those studios off game sales alone. Mm-mm. And those studios won't be able to ship games if they go exclusive to a smaller base. Mm-mm. So any of these directions means studio closures, and that sucks because I feel like the ones I like are going to be the ones that are on chopping block, and I think we all know what that is. Because guess what? It's not going to happen. It's not going to be Call of Duty. Like 100%, it ain't going to be that.
Activision Blizzard is going nowhere because they still have plenty of games that have subscriptions that bring in lots of money.
Yeah, so it's going to be the ones that I like, and that's going to piss me off. And I don't want to see that happen. And I'm ruining that. I'm honestly, I'm strongly hoping that I'm wrong on this. I just don't see an outcome where that's not the case.
Yeah.
I had a pitch for Sean that I like to pitch to you guys. Can you tell me what you think? Every time I do pods with Sean, you know, Sean used to do if we ran Nintendo. So I'm always trying to do like a little riff on that. And I said, if we ran Xbox, here was my pitch. I'm in the room. Here's my pitch to Sadia. I put a clear delineation, like completely spin off a Microsoft gaming division and an Xbox division. And I separate them. And I put all of our biggest brands that reach all of the players, all of the multi-platform brands, and I put them over at Microsoft Gaming. Put some Windows person over them, make sure they're doing the PC thing, but it's their job to ship those biggest brands that they have, Minecraft, Elder Scrolls, and Call of Duty and all that. Put them over there. They do all of that. The Xbox division, your sole business now is a console. You're in the console business now. We're going to try to eat back into this thing. And you take the brands that you want to build that Xbox thing around, whatever they are. Halo, Gears, I'm thinking Forza's over in the Windows gaming side. But those brands, you put them there, you make a console, those games there are exclusive to that console, and you spin it off as a new brand, like a subsidiary, like a new venture, and you see if they can make it. And then if not, then you close the division. But that was my pitch for like how to make this work, because when you really evaluate, when I think about Microsoft Gaming and you look at everything that it composes, it's in conflict with itself. You can't sell an exclusive console with exclusive games when you have more developers that want to ship on PlayStation working for you than the opposite. You know, like their biggest games, their biggest products, the majority of their work staff are multi-platform legacy products That's what they know, and they want that success. They have fans. They don't want to make an Xbox exclusive game. We saw that when they brought in Bethesda, and we saw it even more with Activision. Like, you can't do both, man. So it's like, unless you run them like separate companies. So that was my pitch to try and make this fucking work. But they should be third party. I feel like that's as clear as it could be, but nobody wants to say it.
I mean, when you make the Halo Master Chief collection and it doesn't do well, and then you're making Halo Campaign Remastered really for PlayStation, that's when you just gotta say, all right, that's it. It's a wrap.
Just call it a day.
Like, it's a wrap.
Be a publisher, and they can still have their Windows business, like center your core thing on the PC, and if people want to use the app, great. But yeah, but again, games alone won't sustain all that. They'll cut. That's the problem. That's the sad part. The reality is, if they go that direction, which is the direction I think they need to go, it's probably closed. They could close a dozen studios.
I get where your pitch is coming from. I don't think your pitch works personally. I don't know that people are going to invest in that Xbox, but I would propose or counter propose something similar, but slightly different in the fact that I would right now, despite all of this, be like, core Xbox users, you have helped make us who we are, and as a result, the best thing that we can do is deliver the absolute best games to you that we can. As a result, we're going to take a step back. We're going to focus on our games. We're going to focus on bringing you the best experiences that only we can because of the opportunities that you give us. And you go and you shut up for 6 or 7 years. And once PlayStation has had their time in the marketplace, they've been like kind of the only big console, right, as far as like pushing graphics and things like that console for a while. You take notes, you build partnerships, you do all these things, and then you come back in 6 years when PlayStation has likely effectively shot themselves in the foot as many times as they can, because without competition, they're just going to do stupid shit. And you come back and you say, hey, we've missed you. We know you've missed us. Here's our new console. It has Steam. It has Xbox. It has Epic Game Store, I guess, if that still exists then. But you've built these partnerships, and we are going to bring you a more affordable, better console where all of your libraries you ever have, other than maybe PlayStation, can all play on this thing. And we're back in the console market, and we'd love for you to join us.
Your plan is to relaunch Xbox 7 years from now?
Yeah,
yeah.
And the reason I say that, which I know is ridiculous.
What are they doing in between now and then?
Well, they're focusing on games. So they're still doing
making games
stuff. Yes, they're just making
third-party company.
Yeah, they are focused on outwardly. They are just talking about games. That is what they're doing. They're delivering the biggest, best games all across on all the platforms and all the things. But you have a small team who's working on the relaunch that's going to happen years.
They're going to lose half their studios.
It doesn't matter. That's probably the best thing they can do, because you know what? You know what America loves? A fucking comeback story. And that will get butts. That'll get people to pay attention. Oh shit, I forgot about Xbox. They're coming back. What do we do every time we see like the retro consoles? Like, oh, I forgot about that. That's coming back.
Yeah. And maybe prices stabilize a bit. Maybe hardware costs are not like what they are like looking to be for the next couple of years, right? Maybe it gives them time for that stuff to balance out a little bit. Figure out, like
I see them partnering the way they partner Xbox into PC now. Mm-hmm. Like that's just Windows like absorbing like that platform. So like I've always contended that I just view that as them leaving the console market. So I think they can do a little bit of both. Mm-hmm. And Sean was bringing that up a lot. Like it doesn't have to be any or all of these things. It could just be a couple. Like I just feel like if like I've seen people say like maybe they'll just make certain games exclusive. Like, I mean, then you're not gonna drive any. You're not gonna get anything back that way.
Nope.
Yeah. So I don't know. Well, it all remains to be seen. Somehow Matt Booty still has a job, which is not just a job. He got promoted. He's now over all of their studios, not just the Xbox ones, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Is he just a yes man? Like,
I don't want to dismiss him. He's been there a long time, but he's been promoted twice, I think, in the last 7 years. And his job was to be in charge of Xbox's game studios. So look at the performance of Xbox's game studios. I think, listen, you 100% can lay the Xbox Series fate at the feet of 343 and Halo Infinite. like how like it was on the box and it wasn't ready. Like I don't know anyone that has that sort of batting average and just gets promoted twice. Like
else?
that's wild. But yeah, he's there. So
That's that white privilege, baby. Sometimes
Darabon is out.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it's good to be a white man, baby. You look at the room like, look, I'm safe.
I want them to bounce back. I want them to give me something to buy. I want to love Xbox. I love Xbox. But
You just love them on PlayStation. That's all.
I was reveling in it this weekend.
Yeah.
I was reading because you two were here. I don't know if you listened to this, Kyle, but you two saw it. That damn day 4 years ago when they got on that damn couch and they were like, it's just 4 games. And I was losing my fucking mind.
It was a great day.
I was screaming like nobody, you have to see what this is
Donnie
happening.
was like, they're lying.
And it was pissing me off because every podcast, every Xbox channel, every news story that I saw that day, and I'm not talking about the Jezzes of the world. I'm not talking about
everybody.
Everybody. I kept seeing things like no big deal. I don't understand why people are angry. It was so dismissive and like elitist. Play games, not consoles. These are the console fanboys we don't want. It's like, I'm not a console warrior because I want the damn console to be good. Like I want the product to be good because I want the product. And it was as clear to me then. I was like, oh, this is it. This is I think I called it seismic. I was like, this is a seismic change to the gaming market. And I had people reply to me like, you're so exaggerating, you're so hyperbolic. And then look at where we are. Look at what has happened.
Don't boo me, I'm right.
It's because people don't want to believe what's right there in front of them. Like the copium. Like
I never understood it. And I don't like, again, I think more than anything, it's the half in and half out. They should have just been like, look, we gave it a good try. We're going to keep supporting these Xboxes as long as you can, but we need to shift now. So now we're going multi-platform.
Yeah.
This in and out, and sometimes, and maybe this one and not that one, all it does is spread confusion and agitation. It's just friction that you have to deal with, and it shouldn't be. Nobody should have to be thinking of things like that. You shouldn't watch a trailer for a video game and go, is it exclusive or not? Is it coming to something else or not? Where should that's a terrible strategy. You should just want the game.
Yeah.
And Xbox has been anything but that. I feel like Xbox for the last 2 years, everyone just discusses the logos at the end of things more than anything else. That gets more attention than anything they actually show. And that's a disservice to them, So I think the best way to make everyone happy is you bring your games to everyone, and then everyone. And I feel like gaming is ready to adopt micros. Like they're willing to wrap their hands around that Xbox, like the market, I feel like that's there, but Xbox still, I don't know, clinging on to this thing.
Well, and as someone who's a PlayStation centered gamer like I am, like when I think about the games that I am most interested in, like I know I'm going to play Wolverine, yada yada, but I am stoked about Gears of War E-Day. Like I love Gears of War, really excited for that. I know I kind of poo-pooed the showing.
It's fucking weird, Kyle. It's fucking weird, man. You see this?
It's very weird. I agree. It's very weird. But I know I kind of poo-pooed the Fable trailer and the showing from the developer direct, but Fable is still a really, really interesting project that I think could, if delivered, be one of the best games of the year easily. Nothing has looked cooler in a long time than Clockwork Revolution. That game looks absolutely really incredible. Good. And with the support and time they're taking, State of Decay 3 might be amazing. Right?
I don't think that studio makes it.
Yeah, I don't know that it does either.
I've been saying it for a minute. I'm waiting for that memo at any moment.
State of Decay, the original State of Decay, was still one of the coolest gaming moments, playing that on Xbox Live Arcade. It was such an unexpected, cool thing that I still want them to fully be able to deliver on the concept that they have. And they just have these really cool irons in the fire that hopefully, because they've had really cool irons in the fire before, South of Midnight example, but hopefully these deliver. The potential is so high. And I think that's where the embracing is coming from all sorts of gamers of They have cool
People
stuff.
are happy to buy them.
Yeah.
And like it's like you're meeting them at their level and they're willing to accept. So lean in that direction. You say you center your business around the player. It's like,
And meet
Do
them
you?
wherever they are.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then like it's right there. Just do that. And don't talk about Xbox like it's a console. Be like, we have an Xbox PC for PC gamers. And it's like everyone's happy. And except for the olds of us that remember what used to be. But it's been not that for so long. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing with me is I stopped clinging to that. Like then I realized I'm not in this bubble voice thing that's going on with Xbox. I'm not down with this, so I'm done. And I just had to let go. And it's like I'm really I'm kind of stoked for a third party Xbox. I've been saying that the whole time. It sounds pretty cool. I would love a little ARM box, a little Apple TV, a little Xbox TV where I get the cloud. Maybe they let me run some indie games and some threes. I would absolutely buy that. You do that for $100-$200, give it to me. I'll put it on a TV in the house. That sounds fun.
Does it?
I think so.
Don't they
I
already
think
have
so.
that with like the Amazon Fire thing?
Yeah, but I don't want the Fire thing. No, I need it. It needs to be Xbox.
Donnie wanted to say Xbox.
It needs to not say Xbox. When I
Then
click
you
it
just
on, it
skid
should.
it and call it a day and find a thing and you can.
When I
change
turn
the
on,
startup
it
logo.
should just look like an Xbox. That would be cool.
We can mod it like that.
You just change the INI file.
I'll
you're good
tell
to go.
Dale Jr. to hook on that. Hook it up.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
got
I feel like right now they could do a lot more good and open up their studios to make a lot more money and have more success if they just look to partner with things and integrate versus trying to break through. I think again, the mountain is so high to break in. It's like that feels like suicide.
Xbox is the 40-year-old guy talking about he trying to get in the NBA. Negro, your time has passed. That jumper is not getting you in the league, man.
That's spot on. That's spot on analysis.
Oh, man.
I wish her the best, but man, I don't know. I did not take
here with popcorn, just watching the demise.
I did not take this news half as positive as I saw a lot of Xbox fans take it.
What's positive about it?
There's a lot of people that are like, "We are back," and I'm like,
"These are the same people that thought it was just 4 games and it was no big deal."
They are delusional.
It's starting to feel that way. It's starting to feel that way. It's like, dude, she comes from the AI division.
They are delusional. They are
what?
See, at least PlayStation gamers know the company don't give a shit about.
We know PlayStation is full of shit.
Y'all got to get it together.
We've accepted it. Like every time they tell us they care about it, like you lying.
I told Sean I would absolutely. I'd make a PlayStation 5 Xbox controller and matching plates. I would so fat. Like, let me run Xbox. I will bring Xbox from the grave. I'll have everything looking like an Xbox for too long. Like,
Xbox doesn't deserve you. You're too good for Xbox.
I know. That's how I feel.
You're way too good for Xbox.
It drives me mad. But I hope Fable's great. I got a PlayStation.
Xbox doesn't deserve your love.
I got a PlayStation 5, Delvin.
It's like when you see the bad bitch with the ugly dude, you're like, well, how the fuck you get her?
Right.
In this case, Donnie, you're the bad bitch. Like, you can do better.
I nuked everything. I changed. I bought a new TV. I've done everything to
You bought a new TV?
I did.
That is some dedication. See? That's why I say Donnie's bad
it wasn't
bitch.
a good. Hang on. It's not an amazing TV.
Doesn't matter.
I saw the logo at the bottom.
TV.
I thought that was the sound bar. I was like, "There's no way he bought this off-brand whatever to play."
It's a Vizio.
You've got to.
It's a Vizio. It's a 50-inch Vizio. It was on sale for $179. I had $65 in rewards points on my Walmart credit card, so I got it for $100.
Yeah,
it does. It's LCD. It's not OLED. Suck it. But it does.
It's not even LED. It's LCD.
It might be LED. I don't know. I didn't. But it does 120 and it does VRR. But because it's 50-inch and not 65-inch, now I have room on my stand for the monolithic profile that is a PlayStation 5.
I kid you not. Only Donnie has this problem.
Is this
it's so fucking big, Delvin?
It's huge. He bought a whole TV just to solve this problem.
It's not just to solve the problem.
Third PlayStation.
It's not just to solve the problem. Dev knows this, but what I did is I rotated TVs to the house because my bedroom TV has been going bad for like a year.
Okay.
So I bought the cheap TV to go into the bedroom, but the TV I had upstairs was 55-inch and it didn't make enough room. So I was like, I'll just put the 50-inch downstairs.
Okay.
But I've been playing on it all week. I kind of like it. I got my new little lights next to it. It looks pretty good. I'm kind of digging it.
It's funny, Donnie. I'm in a similar situation. I have a TV that's like on the way out, and
I had a
like,
line through it and like missing pixels. Like it was getting bad, dude.
And I was like, I got to replace this thing. And then I was looking, I was like, oh, like trying to think of like all the thing, like getting a really nice television. Then I looked and I'm like, you know what? Like this like $200 television, because this TV is like 10 years old. This $200 television is so much better than the one that's currently sitting here. Like, yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Crazy thing is, now is the time to buy TVs.
And the UI that it has is really fast, so I don't need like any of my Google TVs or anything like that. Like it's just great out of the box. Even my wife was like, "This is pretty nice," even though it's small. All I did is I just pushed my love seat like another foot closer to the television. That's it. And my PlayStation has not arrived yet. It's in the mail, coming all the way from South Dakota.
Oof.
I shopped my ass off trying to find what I thought was a good deal on, and this is the funny part. The whole time, desperately trying to buy an Xbox. Like I wanted to buy an Xbox because it would fit in the damn cubby, and I was like, if I could just find
got
one.
you in a goddamn chokehold.
I couldn't.
Exactly. You're still trying to hang out with this ugly chick, this ugly dude. Like I don't know why. Leave the ugly dude alone. Do better. You got to switch to it, your side chick. You're doing
the
good.
Switch looks great on this thing.
Yeah.
I tried to buy an Xbox and I couldn't find what I thought was a good looking console for less than $400. Like a used Xbox. Most of them are going for over $500. Used Xbox. Like, are you kidding me? Who's paying that? I was like, I'm not doing. Like, it's almost like the PlayStation is the default. Like the economy just steers you into it. Like it's just like, well, this is because PlayStation 5s, you get them for close to 300, 350 very easily.
That's because they're everywhere.
I got mine for 280 and I was like, that is a sweet deal.
Yeah.
So I'm back in the game. It's an LCD dev. Yeah.
Wow.
It's nothing fancy.
You're like, hey.
No, it's not.
Wow.
I have this one. I can always play here. You know.
Dev looks at you with such disapproval.
I won't. You're absolutely right. I don't give a shit.
I don't know why we play. Don't play me.
Okay.
I
don't give a shit. All I cared about was 120 hertz in VRR. I was like, the rest is fine with me. It'll look good enough, and it does. It looks great. Played Animal Crossing all week.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. You don't even need the 120. Like you really don't, because the PlayStation don't do that. So
okay,
the PS5 does it.
Gotcha.
PS5 Pro, different story.
Well, it makes me feel better anyway. Insomniac has tweeted that Marvel Wolverine will arrive September 15th, 2026. True or false?
True. I think it arrived that
True.
day.
Yeah.
I think true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, they saw that Bluepoint news like, put something out, anything.
Is
that what that is? Is that
correlation? I really don't think there's any
Dev.
correlation between them.
Dev is the Jez. No, we have the Jez.
We do.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Because
Like, they didn't even do a PlayStation blog post.
It's just like, all right.
Apparently, they did the same thing for Ghost of Yote. It was just, here's the date. There was no trailer or anything that went with it either. Again, PlayStation does not care about us. You can talk all you want. We don't care.
They don't care about us. They don't love us.
No.
You all super excited?
I am. I like Wolverine.
Yeah.
He's
It's been on my list. I'm not any more or less excited.
Okay.
I'm still the same.
I'm more excited about the other thing they announced, but yeah, I'm excited for Wolverine.
I think for better or for worse, and I assume it's going to be quote unquote different than Spider-Man, but like I kind of feel like we know what we're getting from an Insomniac superhero game. Maybe it'll be really different, but as a result, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna play it, but I'm not really. It's not like super anticipated because I feel like I know what it is.
I feel like we know what we're getting from
Assassin's Creed.
Game.
Yeah.
Assassin's
I mean, a little bit
Creed.
better than that, but yeah.
Okay.
I feel like it's be more ratchet, like open area, but not open world.
Right.
Because what the hell sense does an open world Wolverine game make?
Can I walk across the
It
country and
doesn't.
stab people?
Dude's just running down the street.
It doesn't make any sense.
I like it.
The Marvel Maximum Collection was
Now
announced
we're talking,
today,
baby.
featuring a collection of NES, Super Nintendo, and arcade games. These are based on the limited run games Carbon Engine. They'll feature online multiplayer, save states, rewind, cheat. There's a museum, probably a soundtrack. Now, here's what I'm confused on. I saw you guys shared it earlier. I watched the video. The video showed I want to say 6 or 7 games. But then when I read the article, I think on Eurogamer, they said there's 13 games in the collection.
Correct.
So that we just don't know what the other ones are, because I didn't see a list of all 13 anywhere.
That is correct. We don't know what the
Okay.
other ones are yet.
So they're just gonna
I didn't
keep
see-
announcing game by game.
When I was looking at the article, they only said 6. I didn't.
I was very
13 number is
confused.
I
new.
think
It
it's
was-
counting each version.
Yeah,
of
it might be
each
counting
game.
each version.
Okay.
Ah.
All right. I was very confused, but also wasn't trying that hard because
But there's
But
some great games here. Some of my favorite games to play.
I know the
It's
Spider-Man
It's
game
like 3 good
and
games. Stop
and
it.
the
No,
and
it's
the
4.
arcade game. I don't know the other ones.
And there's Arcade's Revenge, which is awful.
That's my
game.
point. There's 3 good games on here.
X-Men arcade game, Captain American
Mhm.
Adventures. Both of those are good.
No, it's
X-Men
not.
Captain American Adventures is good. It's a solid
No,
game.
it's not.
The arcade version is. The Genesis version is trash. The arcade version is good. Spider-Man and Venom Maximum Carnage is good. Separation Anxiety is very good. Both of those games are very good.
I feel like you've
They're
named
good.
8 games. Like
Because there's just so
how
many
did you
words
name
in
more
the title.
games that come on that are in it? So there was no price and there was no date.
It's probably
$40.
$50.
Oh,
No
I'm
way.
not doing that. That's way too expensive for that.
But yeah, the X-Men game is good.
Which I need to
Spider-Man
put on
is
everything now. Because everyone hates Pokemon's $20.
Arcade Revenge is horrible.
But everyone hates the Fallout 4 is
So-
$60. But everyone wants to give GTA $100.
No, we don't.
Like
Who's we? I don't give a damn.
Nobody wants to give anybody
The
$100
internet.
for GTA.
every time someone writes one of those articles, it's full of comments like, yeah, they deserve it.
Well, just because you deserve it, don't mean
Those
you
are
get it.
bots. Those are
I've-
bots. Okay.
I told Shaq in a Discord, like I am now to the point that the games are worth whatever somebody's willing to pay for them. And I am
Sucker.
unwilling to buy that Marvel collection for that price.
There's a sucker born every day, and I am not one.
Mhm. Yeah, I won't be
So-
spending $100 for no GTA. And
Yeah.
kiss my ass.
Yeah, absolutely not.
And then the last news story that I put in here is that Marathon and Hunter's Gathering betas run this weekend. Are you guys
Absolutely
going to
not.
be
No,
gathering
you
some hunters?
Yeah,
you
Kyle.
guys, the ass. Yeah, Kyle, are you
Kyle,
playing?
no,
There's no you
absolutely
guys.
not. Yeah,
Kyle, you
Um,
got to be playing it, right?
I mean, I did opt in to be invited to the beta, so we'll see if I get
opted
in
out.
To which
um,
one?
to Hunter's Gathering, because I think the other one for Marathon is just a server slam, so I think anyone can do it.
Mhm.
I just
Oh,
told them
nice.
not messing me. I
But-
opted myself out. I called them like, hey, don't call me.
What I'm wondering, I shouldn't even say, who's surprised? Remember how we said PlayStation is idiots? You were doing your server slam for Marathon, which is 5 days before this game comes out. Oh, but also we're gonna do a
It's
beta for this
overshadowed
other.
with Horizon.
What are we doing? Why are these
Yeah.
running the same weekend?
Because they don't care.
They think
I
there's just-
know.
they think they're clearly different bases.
They're just.
I
yeah,
think
anyway.
they are.
I also think they are.
I think they're very different bases.
I
I want hunter gatherers to be good.
I
do
don't. I
too.
want it to go away.
Well,
Yeah,
That
I
game
understand
looks
That will
why-
probably
terrible.
happen very shortly after it
The
releases.
MMO
I understand-
game looks great.
I
All right,
understand
the
why
mobile
people
game looks
don't like
awesome.
it.
This trash.
I thought it looked good. I don't think it's a game for me. I'm very like Marathon on Hunter's Gathering. Like I don't think it's for me, but what they showed, I was like, that might be good. Like that might be fun. I could see people doing that. I could see that being a thing.
That should be the mobile game, not the other one. They need to flip. They flip flop. All right, because that Hunter's
Mm.
Gathering. Ugh.
I'm okay.
Maybe I need to relook at it.
don't
I-
need
No,
to-
think-
you probably will still feel the same way.
I think the challenge is that Hunters, whatever the heck it's called. To me, it's like, hey, we want kids to play Horizon,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right?
It's
Like
that's a good idea though.
yeah, I
course
agree.
it
I
is.
think if you're going to do
What do
that
you mean?
game,
No,
and you're
it's
trying
not.
to-
Like that's smart.
They had that. It's Lego
They had
Horizon.
that. Yeah, they had the Lego game.
right,
I
which
tried
is
that
not
already.
monetized. You cannot monetize that over multiple seasons with
Well, they should have did
microtransactions
that.
and all these
Too
other
late
things.
now. The boat is shut.
I don't want the kids to have that because it just means the kids are asking parents for their money for this trash.
Yeah.
No.
Fuck them kids.
PlayStation wants them to ask you for those things. Though.
No, I'm good.
Yes, the
Nah,
character models don't do it for me, but like the world and the robots and shit, I'm like this. Yeah, I get
I'm
it.
good. No, thank you.
Because is it?
Fuck that.
No, I haven't looked so much, but it's Monster Hunter, right?
Yeah,
Dude, Monster Hunter and Horizon makes perfect sense. Like that could be huge. That's a swing worth taking. Like even if it misses, that's a live service thing. I'm like, yeah, get behind that. That makes sense.
No, I'm good.
That
Okay.
sounds like
Nope.
it could be good.
Well,
Like,
I-
they've
But
announced
it
10
won't
games
be.
that are like, that's definitely going to fail.
and
No.
I do think that has always been when it comes to Horizon. When people have talked about a multiplayer Horizon game, it has been Monster Hunter, right? Like that's what you do.
Yeah.
I think that everyone assumed though that it would look like
That's
Horizon.
what
Like
the
Horizon.
MMO is. The MMO is literally
I know.
Monster Hunter. It's
Yeah.
Monster Hunter, but it looks the
Looks
way
like
it
her-
should.
Yeah.
I don't want this. No, thank you.
Maybe I'll try it.
Agreed.
No, you
Can
won't.
I get in the beta?
I
Nope.
think so. You just have to
No.
opt in to like if you are opted
there like
in
a
on your
link or
PlayStation
something?
account. They just sent me an email or they sent
I
me
have no email.
I got a push notification from my app.
You
being
won't
like, "Hey,
you
do
won't
wanna
even
opt in?"
have the PlayStation by the time the beta's over. So
I
That's
don't
Yeah.
think so. I don't
Yeah.
think so. It's coming
Yeah,
from
you don't
South
need it.
Dakota. It's gonna be
Good.
yeah, you don't need
Sometimes we just save it from yourself. No, this is not.
Thank
Thousand
you. I
percent.
appreciate that.
1,000%.
Thank you.
need
No.
no. It's not
That's why I'm playing Tomb Raider. I thought about playing, like I said, Red Dead. I thought about playing Last of Us, but I was like, I was just in the mood. I was like, I need to play a dad game. I need to play a millennial. They don't make them like these anymore game. So I settled on Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. Rude Days has failed us. He got us nothing. He's too busy posting shenanigans about, Bluepoint closing, and I'm sure he's in the Xbox room doing something.
Probably.
Get your
So
shit together.
it's like tomorrow, do they just like go out to the sign and like create like Point Blue and like they're a new indie?
They should.
Like they
can't do that
have
until March.
like they have value, right? Like they at the
Oh, they
very
definitely do.
least, I think they're gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna get some money. Like nobody go anywhere. Like they've all been there. Like I feel like
What makes
somebody
you
will
think
give
they
them
own
a
the building?
project.
Y'all gotta go. Get out.
Oh, I guess you're right. PlayStation does own the building.
Y'all gotta go. Y'all being evicted.
Yeah.
There's no changing the sign here.
I didn't even
You
gotta
think
go
change
about
the
home.
locks
You
and
can't
take
stay
away the
here.
keys. Y'all got to
that.
go.
Casarai pulls up with a U-Haul, throws the damn sign in the back.
Yeah.
I wish Casarai would pull up. I miss him. Bring him back.
That'd be great. I need the doppelganger guy. He's the guy who used to do the E3 thing.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen him tweet in a while, but I'm not on Twitter, so it doesn't
He
matter.
was the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, question time. Captain Awesome says, with the new CEO of Xbox, do you guys think this makes the path faster to no consoles and everything going to subscription and cloud-based gaming?
Yes.
I feel like we are in the darkest timeline, but also maybe overreacting.
No, we cooked.
Nah, it's a wrap.
I was gonna say something.
I said this to Sean, and he responded with he was like, so they're saying they're going to have the return to Xbox, and you're taking that as it means no Xboxes. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And when he says it like that, I'm like, yeah, maybe he's got me. Maybe I severely underestimate their commitment to Xbox or something. But
Nah, you're right.
Remember, just these 4 games. They lie all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah,
Why did
Yeah.
you want to tell the truth? No, they're not telling the truth.
want somebody new, I guess. They're like, well, we can listen to her.
Basically, Xbox is going to put out a console
Xbox
that's
doesn't
just a
lie.
PC.
That's what Sarah Bond did. She lied.
She was a liar. Now she's gone.
Right?
Yeah.
Nobody approved anything she said. She was just rogue saying these things and
Now, I
making
will
these
say that-
decisions.
if that is what we think it is, and a message being pushed for a reason, you would do that to set up like a reset course. Like that would make sense. You'd be like, nah. You just lay that at her feet and be like, yeah, she did that. That's not
Yeah.
us. We're going
She
back
worked
to that."
alone.
Yeah.
I agree, but also you could tell me all you want that you're going back to this thing. I don't believe you because you lied all the time before.
Here's the other part. Even if they did, like, I feel like I'm not interested. Like, it would take so much.
Why?
not-
Why would I buy another console
Yeah.
when all your games are already on the things that I have?
But it's
What's
like
the point?
it's not a one game thing. It would have to be like a 10-year, multiple game a year. Like it's a it's a body of work now.
You gotta
you're
win me
competing
over.
against. Yeah, above and
Give me some
beyond.
more.
Like I'd have to
Yeah.
watch you for 4 years before I was like, now I would. It's like, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
we're
trust
playing.
you
We're
no
playing
more.
the scouting game. I'm watching your freshman year. See if your points per game and your averages go up.
Because
Sophomore
it's
year.
like
What
I
are
just
we
don't
doing
trust
here?
them to nuke everything at the first sign of adversity.
Yeah.
Like I could see them being like, "This is a console, it's got exclusives," and then just like the you have to be always online, just like the Game
Mhm.
Pass, like the internet would just be like, "No, we don't want it," and Xbox would be like, "You're right, we're sorry."
Never mind.
Xbox is take a page out of the Japanese book of PlayStation and Nintendo and be like, we're doing what the fuck we want, and y'all are gonna get in line.
Yeah.
But they're
Like-
not willing to stomach it. That's the difference. They're not willing to commit to it.
They're fragile. They got fragile egos over there.
Yeah. Stop being pussy.
For real.
Wow.
Just call it what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, that's exactly what it is. Y'all are caving
Yeah.
to people who don't even buy your stuff.
Yeah. They don't even
You're
buy it
caving
anyway.
to the internet.
It's like, yeah, how does the company that keeps reversing course, they've reversed course like 4 or 5 times in the last 10 years. They keep reversing courses. Now you want them to go back to the traditional, like,
Yeah.
and then what happens when nobody buys it out of the gate? Then what?
They've
They
reversed
just
course
keep doing it.
so
at-
much they're back at the beginning again.
It's a
Yeah.
circle.
1000%.
It's a circle.
Circle of life.
Idiots.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Indio says, who's your favorite listener and why is Delvin's Kyle the Pug?
Fuck you, Kyle Pug.
I hate you all equally.
That was,
Oh,
that's,
wow.
I
Like
was
a
gonna
parent.
say. Like none of you.
I love so many, man. Kyle, of
Like
course.
none of these-
B-Mox. B-Mox has been around. Kaiju, I feel
Yeah.
like
Say good morning.
Kaiju's like like your wife's kid that had somewhere else that comes over every other weekend or so. Like we've known Kyle or Kaiju forever.
Yeah.
You know? So
He was a wee lad.
yeah, yeah. So it's been nice to have some great dudes
Nah,
over the years.
like none of y'all. like that white guy at the Baptist.
Wow. Gosh.
Oh, Delvin. Who's your favorite listener, Kyle?
That's a great question.
Kyle can be his own favorite listener because he ain't on the shows much.
Yeah,
It's
you better-
true. I mean,
You better choose wisely.
if I was gonna pick one, I mean, I was gonna say I would have to go with Kaiju just because. I mean, I feel like Kaiju's been around longer than I have. Like, it's,
Good point.
From the start, man. Yeah.
yeah.
It's a good dude.
Yeah. John 32 says, where should I buy Resident Evil Requiem? Switch 2 or PS5?
Switch to.
Whatever you want.
Buy it wherever it makes you happy.
Yeah.
Hell, you know what? Buy both.
Yeah, there you go.
Best choice.
Buy both.
They need the money. Shareholders.
Yeah.
They got shareholders to please.
Yeah.
That's the
Maybe
thing
if
is
you
like
buy
we're not
both, it'll
even
come to Xbox.
is it like an Alana thing, but it's like we're not even the customer anymore.
No, we're not.
Mhm.
Like they're doing
Nope.
everything for them and not us.
1000%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Buy it on both platforms because if you don't, they're gonna fire Sarah Bond again.
Then we're not gonna have Resident Evil anymore.
Like, she
Bring her
caused
back just to
Resident-
let her go again.
Like,
Damn.
she caused Resident Evil to fail. Like, I don't even work for y'all.
Jazz has got an article.
It's already cute.
Sarah Bond killed Resident Evil. Ah, that's funny. I'm getting on Switch too. I'm kind
Yeah,
of
we knew that.
kind of jazzed.
Yeah, I'm getting the collection.
RE Engine is really, really nice on Switch too so far.
It looks good.
Yeah, their stuff looks really nice.
Definitely, I don't trust anything you say. I believe Donnie.
It's very
You still
impressive.
You can't see in 4K, sir.
It's impressive
can.
stuff.
I have bigger glasses now. They thick as fuck. I can see 8K now.
I got upgrades, bitch.
Yeah,
I drive faster. I need faster
I
reaction
can see the
time.
future. Mathman says more NBA talk. Also, why can't we ever have a good arcade game on consoles? I need a new NBA Street with modern rosters and unlockable players from the past. I would fucking love that. I
A
would
good
love-
arcade NBA game?
Yes, good being the operative word there. Good.
Yeah.
I would
NBA
love
Jam.
to do NBA Street. We
Remember
don't
we
have
used
it's not available.
Remember we had those
It's been available for the time.
those football games.
Now,
like those-
currently,
we had those has-been football games with like the old players. I totally think you could actually sell an NBA game like that. Don't even do the modern players, just do the retired players.
Yeah.
If you could do that, I think that would sell.
Can you get the license to do that though?
Yeah, you'd have to. Yeah, no,
2K.
it would still have to be NBA licensed, but like you could like split it to not compete so much with 2K because it doesn't have like LeBron and Steph. It's like just retired players.
Yeah, you're talking about
problem
Like a
is-
Legends, like an NBA Legends.
Legends
game?
of football, like what 2K did back in the day.
Yeah.
Where
That
they
could be
just
good.
when they lost the NFL license, they made it Legends of Football game, which was the same 2K engine, but it was just with retired players.
Mhm.
That was a good game,
The-
by the way.
The problem is that they end up doing dumb stuff like NBA The Run and making it an online only experience
Yeah.
instead of what we actually.
That sounds horrible.
Again, they're making games for the kids, not us.
Mhm,
Fuck them kids.
mhm.
Jack
Fuck them
reminds me of
kids
this
for
often. We start talking about the games and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, you should try this, you should try that. He's like, there's such a disinterest. Like he looks at it such like dad's games. Nobody plays that. It's got to be like how my dad thought of. Well, I can't say about me about his.
See, I
music.
would cut his internet off. Like you know what? You're done. You don't get to play shit.
You know what? You're right. Just cut it off.
No
You
problem.
don't deserve the better things in life.
But we have
Mhm.
generational like art and movies and music. It would totally make sense that we'd have generational games. I know games haven't been as popular for that long, so maybe that's just becoming more and more of a thing.
I mean, it's not my fault. Their generation of games sucks.
Yeah,
My son knows better. He plays NES and Genesis like more than anything. I am always amazed that this man is playing these old ass games. I'm like, why are you playing these?
because they're
They're
Because
good.
he's a real one.
All right,
Yeah.
enjoy.
proud of that kid.
Wait till he finds
Yeah.
Hunter's Gathering.
That's
I
right.
really-
He'll never. He'll
I really
never
hate
find
the.
that.
I really hate the name though.
It's terrible.
The name is really bad.
It is. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Like why doesn't it say like more Horizon dot something? Horizon : Squad.
Hunter's Gathering.
or Horizon Hunters would literally be a better name.
It would be.
They
And it would
they
tell
did
you
not
what they're
stop
going
this.
for.
Like I feel like a video game name generator could do better than this. Like this is bad.
It is
Um,
terrible.
Yeah,
That
you
and
could have used
the
Copilot for something better.
character model, like you'd think Copilot would do a better job. Ooh,
Think
hang
so.
on. Let's do that.
And while you're looking that up, I'm gonna watch the Pokemon Direct at 6 a.m. with my son.
Let's
It's
go,
exact-
baby.
Hell yeah.
You coming on with us, Shaq?
Hell no.
We're recording.
Come on.
No,
We may
no,
be
we are
recording
gonna
Friday.
sit down and have breakfast and watch the show before we have to go to before I take him to school and go to work.
And then you come
So-
on Shaq and we can talk about it.
Hell, where am I do that from? I'm be at work,
You can do it at work. It's
and I
fine.
have nothing to. I don't want to talk about Pokemon. I'm good. I'm doing this
That's even
just
better.
as a thing for my son. I was like, oh, there's a Pokemon Direct at 6 a.m. We're gonna be up.
Now
you
you
get
can
your
come on
stuff
Shaq and
together,
talk about it for
We'll
your other
have
son.
breakfast and watch.
I like it. You
I
get-
asked
we get Cheetos and stuff and it'll be good. Make a day out of it.
Cheetos.
I asked Gemini to give me better name alternatives than Hunter's Gathering, the video game. You ready?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
You
It
guys
is
give me the thumbs up or thumbs down.
Okay.
Apex Dawn. Fucking nailed it. AI's the future.
Let's go, baby.
Leave it to AI to create the most AI sounding video game
Yeah.
name of all time.
Let's go, baby.
The First Trail.
Horizon, the first trail. Well, not bad.
No,
No.
Not bad. Ain't good, but it's not bad.
Wilderment.
work.
There we go.
Or
What?
Wilderment.
Wild.
I think it's
or-
Wilderment.
it's getting
Wilderment.
progressively worse. So maybe they did put this in an AI generator, and that's how we
Yeah.
got this trash.
Bone and Berries.
Let's go, baby.
Are
That's
you in?
Delvin's porn name.
I think I've been at this. Yeah, we got berries in the name. Let's go.
Pursuit of the Wild.
What
Uh-huh.
does that even mean?
Horizon, Pursuit of the Wild.
It
That
literally
sounds like a
says
spinoff.
suggesting an ongoing mission or journey ahead.
Okay.
Blood and Bark.
No.
Stalker's Harvest.
Let's go, baby.
I mean, there are stalkers in
There
the
are stalkers in the game, yeah.
That kind of works, but no.
Horizon Outlands.
Not bad.
I mean, that's no worse than Horizon Burning Shores.
That's it.
I think we should combine them and just have Horizon Bark and Berries.
Yeah.
And then they can make it a farming sim.
This is
Horizon
the farming
game.
sim spinoff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pokemon. Rebecca was getting us hyped for Pokemon. I wasn't even all that hyped, and she's like telling us that the new game has $20 million more than the last game did, and it looked amazing 3 years ago. And
showed us pictures.
I'm like, oh shit, maybe they are about to cook.
Yeah.
I just have the lowest of expectations for them now. I'm like, I don't know, we'll see. I'm hoping we get Pokemon Quest 2. That's what I'm excited for. I'm like, yeah, let's get Pokemon Quest back.
Ugh, my son loves that damn game.
The game was great.
Ugh, I can't stand any of it personally, but he's excited. So we're gonna watch the direct over breakfast, and then he'll have, I think, Leaf Green when he gets home.
Nice.
It's great.
But Dev, how dare you give them $20?
I don't have a problem with that.
Nobody's.
They've never gotten any money from me before for Pokemon, so I don't care.
It's just
$20 for my
it's a big
my son
topic
to be happy.
around Nintendo Spaces this week is how egregious.
Terrible topic.
I mean, again, much like PlayStation, they do not care about you. They just are going to keep selling things to you.
Look here, bro. I got
They're
$20.
here to make money.
It's $20.
Tell us you're broke without telling us you're broke.
Exactly. No, any
If you're
bottles
broke,
of
just say
I was-
so.
I was discussing-
crackhead for $20.
I was discussing a podcast last night on the Discord that I swear to you, I'm paraphrasing, but somewhat close to the quote, was basically like, somebody has to step in and do something because this is egregious. Like, they can't keep getting away with this. Like basically was like, somebody needs to enforce this. And I was just like, I think I laughed like aloud. Like when I heard, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You should.
You could just not buy it.
Don't
Right.
buy it.
They were like, we need protection. We need consumer protection from this. Like, it was so
How?
egregious.
This is the one that you make your stand on?
Yeah.
The
Uh,
$20 Pokemon game?
And again, it's like, it is selling the most on the eShop. And when you tell people that, they're like, that's the problem. I was like, but clearly it's not. I understand that you don't value it. It's a ROM and it plays on your phone. It doesn't matter if people are buying it. That's it.
Stop being a broke.
People are buying it. So it doesn't matter.
You
It's
cheap,
ridiculous.
broke bastards.
But that's the other thing is I've been feeling this for a while now. I think it's pretty adequate for the whole industry. It's like everyone hates that the industry is chasing growth at all costs. But at the same time, like a lot of gamers seemingly don't want to buy anything.
Right.
Like they only want to buy the game they love, and then everything else isn't worth the price. The Switch wasn't worth the price. 80 wasn't worth the price. Pokemon's not worth the price. Fallout's like it's an ongoing thing, and you can't have both.
Yeah.
Y'all
You
are
know?
poor. Just say it.
Look.
Just say you broke. I ain't gonna shame you
Games
much.
cost money. They always have. Suck it up.
And that is, I you see all the things that are happening in like the shift in the games that are being made, and this is because the new market just doesn't buy games like we did.
Yeah.
You know,
Bastards.
$70, $80 a game. Like, they're not into that. They're
It's
into
y'all
that
fault.
that pass, that sub, that free, that costume, that skin. Like, they don't. It's a whole different.
If you'd stop
Wow.
buying Fortnite skins like dumbasses, you'd have more money for games.
Now you
Yeah.
sound like the avocado toast dad. You'd stop
I don't even know
stop
who that
drinking
is.
Starbucks. You'd have a house by now.
That's
What the
right.
fuck is the avocado toast?
I
can?
mean, look, some of these skins,
White people
$20
shit,
for a
Dylan.
skin.
Oh, that's why I don't know. You said enough.
It's really like California shit more than anything.
I'm in
else.
California. I ain't never heard that before in my life.
Really?
But but real,
I
you
don't
gonna pay
believe that.
$20 for a Fortnite skin, but you're gonna complain about $20 for a full Pokemon game? Make it make sense.
Again, the games are worth what people are willing to pay for them. That's
That's
it.
right.
That's all that really needs to be said. And you can find
Clearly.
examples where one had more value than the other or compared to this. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And clearly, the Nintendo games have whatever value is they're priced at. That's the value because people just keep buying them in droves.
Like
Yeah.
the Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green are dominating the eShop sales chart. Not just one, like all of the different languages. Like
Yes.
they're all like they own like spots 1 through 10. They're all
That is
selling.
hilarious.
It's like nothing but that. Like, nobody's playing anything tomorrow but that.
Yeah. And y'all like they're nickel and diming us. Stop.
See,
Stop
I
buying.
tell you, PlayStation and Nintendo, they don't listen to the internet because it's like 12 of y'all who are complaining constantly. Microsoft, take note.
The other thing is, like 13 years ago when it came out on 3DS, it was $10, and then people were like, "It used to be $10," and I'm like, "Well, that was that price."
Yeah, inflation.
I feel like adjusted for inflation, 20 almost seems like a deal. It's like, oh, they could have
Right.
charged more.
Mhm.
If you think about it that way, I don't even like that comparison.
You better be happy they didn't charge 40
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of.
because they could have.
That would
people
have been
bought-
crazy, and I would have been like, "That's crazy for a GBA ROM." But
That's insulting.
here's
Give
my
me
40
two
bucks.
of them.
yeah, but still,
Give me both.
I wouldn't have bought them both. I would have just bought one. Like, but still buying it, of course I am.
Well, and that's
And
just what's
then-
like ridiculous about the whole thing, right? Like, not that I don't want people to have opinions on things, but whether or not you choose to buy the thing matters way, way more than what you say to someone on social media. So, like,
Mhm.
I don't want it's not the whole like, yeah, speak with your wallet, but like, if you want them to do something different, like, then buy or don't buy the game, or subscribe or don't subscribe to the service. That's going to tell them whether or not it's worth it.
Yep.
I bought many games that were over $100.
Yeah.
For collector's sake and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna. It seems crazy to fret over something like that.
These kids, man, terrible. So Quagmire says, "How are y'all feeling about the future of gaming? It seems all the major players have found their lane and aren't directly competing as they once have. Nintendo and PlayStation are doing their own thing as Xbox continues to flounder. Valve continues to dominate the PC market. As
Sorry to
publishers
interrupt.
look-
Is that Xbox's lane? He was like, everyone found their lane. This is their 2 lanes. This is the Xbox lane. Is the Xbox lane
Mediocrity.
flounder? Is that the lane?
Xbox lane
That's
is
the role
filled.
they serve the community is to flounder?
Yes. Correct. That is
Yes.
correct. Yeah. Apparently, Valve continues to dominate the PC market as publishers look to create the next Fortnite, laying off developers and closing studios as they continue to fail to do so. I don't know that does Valve dominate the PC market? I mean, they're a storefront. They don't actually make games.
They dominate PC storefronts.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're not as a content provider.
Yeah, I wouldn't put them in the same area because it's not the same.
Close enough. Tomato, potato.
Wow.
How y'all feeling, y'all?
I've talked a lot.
can't-
I'll let you guys go first.
It ain't looking good. It ain't looking good out here, man. It's looking kind of sad. Like,
I'm totally fine. There's games coming that I want to play, and as long as there's about 4 games that come a year that I'm interested in, I don't give a shit what happens personally.
But what happens when it comes 3 games
I'll probably
Or
won't have
2.
enough time to even play those 3.
or 1?
Then it's time for me to leave. I'm not that invested anymore. It is not that serious.
I think that I am sad about the industry, but I'm not sad about games. Because I do believe, and I've had this conversation with Josh, almost every year I'm like, is this the best year of gaming ever? And I think especially for the last few years, there are reasonable arguments for that. And I think this year, again, at the end of the year, if everything comes out as we anticipate it could, you probably can make an argument again that was this year the best year of gaming ever. We are the quality of games that are released currently is insane. They're so good. And there's something for literally everyone. Whatever kind of game you're into, there's a game for you and a good, really good version of that game available to you. That probably came out in the last couple of years, right? So I am very optimistic about the games on the horizon. But man, the industry, brutal, absolutely brutal. And that's what sucks about it, because it's like, yeah, I'm going to buy the thing and play the thing because I want to do that. But yeah, I mean, I would never encourage someone to get into the industry right now. That's for sure.
Nope.
Like it's spoken like a person with real experience of how it used to be.
Yeah.
I think of that quite often as well. It has never been a better time to be a customer of this hobby. So I can't say that it's like doom and gloom. I don't think it is. Because like you said, there are more games to play than ever, right?
Mhm.
They're just by sheer volume, they're everywhere. We didn't always used to have that. We used to have some really limited libraries, man. And today we don't. So I do think that the video game console market especially, I think is somewhat like saturated. Like they've bled the rock dry. So they're trying their best to stay above, and I think we're looking at some course correction. But at the same time, yeah, the options are limitless. Even the price and the access, even at higher prices, are still like relatively, almost limitless.
Mhm.
You couldn't play every game available right now. You couldn't play them all.
Mhm.
Like you just can't. Like there's not enough time in the day. So, I think it's a very healthy, mature market that just needs to right size. I think we're looking at it like a sustain model until there's another breakthrough somewhere, something else, and that's okay. And I always remind people like the studio closures and the layoffs and stuff. That's always been a part of gaming as long as I've known.
1000%.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
somewhat lost, like I feel like in some ways it used to be worse because it used to be like accepted in a way because a studio would hire up for a project, work that project for a few years, release that project, and it was just assumed that everyone got laid off once the project shipped. They were like,
That
and
is
now
true.
we lay everybody off and we're off to the next project. We'll hire people again. I know
The
there's been
difference is we have access to all that information all the time now. Like it's just whenever it happens, somebody posts a story for clicks and there it is. But yeah, it's always been this way. This is not new.
Because gaming is making more, like I think Xbox had a record year revenue last year. Like Xbox.
Mhm.
Best year ever at the state that
Mhm.
Xbox is in, best state they've ever been in. So like it can't be doom and gloom. That's why I constantly kind of reflect on. I think it may feel like to some people, especially if they're maybe closer to our age, because I think there's a giant change happening in the landscape of what games are being just like pointed towards. And I
Mhm.
think it is more platforms, which means less releases. And I think to us that feels like bad. But my son doesn't think any of this is bad. My son thinks all of this is great. Like he loves having access to everything everywhere and all these free games. And he's like, he thinks paying $70 for a game is asinine. My son, like, that's stupid. That's crazy. Why would you ever do that? Like he looks at me almost condescending, like I'm an idiot to have paid for these things. So
It's because video games is their playground now. The shit that we did for free is it's like the same thing. Their whole landscape has shifted. So
yeah.
why would I pay to go outside for free?
So I think for those of like us, and I don't think just from a customer level, you gotta remember, I think the majority of people that are writing these articles and making these videos and making these, they're all kind of in that same age range too. I think there's
Mhm.
some of that they don't like what gaming is becoming, but that doesn't mean that gaming is doomed,
Nope.
right? It's just not for us like it used to be. It's not targeted that way like it used to be. They're not making the things like they used to. Everyone's starting to sound like old men. Like it really is. Like and I mean not beyond that, like in the gaming space. Like you can hear it.
Back in my day.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, as we march towards everything being Roblox and Marvel rivals. Like they say that like it's so
Roblox.
condescendingly bad. And I agree, we don't want that. But the people that do are like, great. They're like, bye, Felicia. We don't need your $70 movie game.
Look,
That's
as
what
long as
Jack
they
calls
keep
them.
putting out Wolverines and stuff, y'all can have your fucking Roblox. I just don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, I think it just means less of those. I don't think it'll go away, but just won't make as many.
That's fine. I don't have enough time to play them all anyway.
Listen,
I figured
they
it.
could stop making games today, and I have enough games in this room to last me the rest of the time. So
Yeah.
like I'm solid. You know, I've been replaying more stuff anyway. So like I'm good.
Our Steam library alone
Right.
will be good
Yes.
for life.
Like I'm absolutely good. and I think Kyle, you're spot on. I'm super excited about this year.
Yeah.
I'm about to play Resident Evil. I'm about to get into Bacopia. I'm stoked for Monster Hunter Stories 3. People are talking about a fucking Mario game coming out. I now can play Kenna, hopefully Fable. I'm jazzed.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely more excited about this year games than I was last year games
Same.
for sure.
Yeah, big same. Like I hope I get my Steam machine, but like outside of that, that's the only thing. Yeah, I might get a new 64. Like it's a good year. Got Virtual Boy.
Okay, you had me until you said Virtual Boy. That's
It's fun. I've been playing it.
I'm sorry.
You know what really makes this better? I don't know if you listen to Shaq.
No,
I think I would hate it if I didn't have this desk that moves up and down. Because I can put it on this desk and rise it up to my level. I can sit in the chair or I can stand.
Yeah.
Like that's wonderful. That's lovely. Without it, the Virtual Boy would be very, very uncomfortable to use. Like I put it on my other desk and I was like, how the hell am I supposed to lean down into this thing? Yeah.
And that's why it failed. That shit was awful.
But I play golf.
Of course,
The
you did.
Virtual Boy
That's all
golf.
that matters.
I'm golfing. Oh shit! You guys didn't see Under Par Golf Architect got a release date. It's coming out in April 16th. Do you know what that is, Kyle?
I don't think I do.
That is a new golf game, basically in the style of Sid Meier's Sim Golf.
Oh, okay.
You're going to be able to make a golf course and then play on it and invite your friends and like share and like you get the upgrade and the RPG stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, Sim City, but golf course design. I love Sid Meier's Sim Golf, one of my favorite games of all time. This is the closest we've gotten to that. A lot have come for the throne, but they have all failed. This is very, very close. I've been in their betas and stuff. It's come to Switch 2 with mouse controls.
Yeah.
So that's going to be great mouse game. I think you can all thank me for that because I've sent them 19 replies. Every time they tweet anything, I just send them a picture of mouse controls. I just keep every time mouse controls. So I'm excited for that one.
John 32, I think you hate yourself because you like the Ninja Turtle games and the Wolverine game, which are both absolute trash. I actually still have a copy of Strider, so don't come in.
Strider's dope.
Shit. Strider is
I remember Strider.
Yeah, I remember Strider as well.
That Wolverine game is terrible in
It's
NES.
awful.
It's really bad.
So bad.
You lost me at NES games. It's like absolutely not. I'm not doing that. Nope.
All right.
I'm good.
Last question of the night comes from TPR. He says, "What is your preferred beverage when you're chilling out?"
Like my weed drinks.
There you go. That's one.
Cannabis cola.
Come along. You belong.
Delvin,
Feel the
where's
feeling.
my hookup? I'm supposed to have an inside guy. You've gotten me inside nothing.
Dev scared me.
What?
I wanna go to prison.
I bet this comes in the mail. I buy it in the mail. What are you talking about?
I don't want to go to
Because
prison.
they can legally do that, whoever is doing that. But
No.
Delvin cannot.
He can.
Delvin cannot.
He can.
He ain't got a business license to be doing that. They gonna wrap him,
It's not a
round him up
business
so
license.
fast.
He's sending a personal package, a product that's legally sold in these United States.
They are gonna send his ass to jail so
These,
fast.
these United States are
They're
scared.
not going to send you to jail.
I can't go to jail.
Jail? They're going to send you to jail?
Donnie, this is your white privilege
You're
talking.
fucking up my life, Dev. This shit's expensive. I need a discount. You're fucking up my life.
You better drive to him and pick it up.
Oh my God.
That's
You've
a good
got to be
idea.
kidding me. No,
Good
it's
idea.
not a good idea,
Great
Delvin.
idea, actually.
Because you know he also can't drive it across state lines. I'll get him for that too.
Yeah, they definitely get me.
No, they're not.
And I got a new car too, a Mustang.
Oh,
They
my
definitely pull me
God.
over.
Yeah.
I could see Georgia State Patrol pull him over.
Oh, they
Is that,
definitely.
is that a bunch of weed in there?
What you got there, boy?
1000%.
Here we go. Once they call you boy, you going to jail.
Yeah.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
You will not outrun Georgia State Patrol.
No.
That is America's elite car force.
Yes.
They arrest people here like Fast and Furious, Dev, and I am not joking.
Yes.
You look up Georgia State Patrol on the internet.
Yes.
They're undefeated.
Tell you where I won't be going. No, thank you.
Yeah.
That's correct.
They catch motorcycles and shit out here like Dom Toretto.
Yeah.
Like souped up Chargers and shit.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, you get to Georgia, your ass better go to speed limit. Because they will get you.
1,000%. 1,000%, Donnie. I didn't know I couldn't do that. 1,000%. What's your drink when you're chilling out, Delvin?
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. All 23 flavors, huh?
I'm a
Yep.
Dr. Pepper fan as well.
I love Dr. Pepper.
Kyle, what about you?
I mean, I guess, I'll have to give the middle-aged Midwest white guy answer. A nice hoppy IPA, of course.
Oh,
Oh,
I thought you said something like a Sarsaparilla.
it's better than a White Claw, I guess.
I think it's the white guy version of White Claw.
Yeah, it pretty much is.
White Claws for the
100%,
women.
yeah.
For me, it's probably root beer.
That's
Mm,
also a good answer.
I love a good root beer.
Yeah, me too. It's quite delicious.
I'm a dark and stormy fan when I'm drinking alcohol, ginger beer and rum. I also just totally dig a good ginger beer as well, just on its own. So,
Ginger beer is good.
Ginger beer would be the second after the root beer. Big fan. Big fan. All right, we've made it to the end, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Delvin can actually go to bed at a somewhat decent hour.
Yep.
We did it.
Thank you for joining us, Kyle, and bringing some levity to all of our nonsense and having, coherent thoughts, because me and Delvin sometimes just say dumb shit. So
Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
I almost said something that's going to really get us jumped, but I
Don't
thought of
behave yourself.
And my friend Dev was like, go ahead and say it. You should have said it. Like, no, I should not have said it.
Well, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, please play some video games.
Nobody's sleeping in the middle of the bed. The middle of the bed is only where you do the business. But when everybody's ready to sleep, it's the side of the bed that can't be beat. It's the middle of the bed where lovers meet. But when it comes time to slumber, it's the edges. Ooh, 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 the edges.